It's anti-beats, the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
Unknown. Look, says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Yo, look, I might pull up to the scene. What's happening? All good. Says she wants a man. Treat her well, little hood. When I hit that jackpot, you know the whole squad eating. Back 15, bitch, then I'm out skeeting. Look, I came in for a wine, couple drinks, little fun. Man, she talking about a man, got her looking like a bum. I don't even wanna be rude. Ain't that kind of guy. When she talking about a man, I was gripping up her thighs. Back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly. Take time, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly. Take time. I tell her I ain't gonna bother making all these promises. I bother saying something when I'm gonna do the opposite. I can promise you this night, nothing more. Call me MC Hammer, cause I'm feeling like I'm 4 eyes. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy. I said she looking wavy. Looking wavy. I said she looking wavy. Yeah.
Says she tired of my crap, but if I get her back, then I'll trade my old stack, then I'll make it back. I see you on your Insta looking cute, but calm down, car. I put you in that kind of the groove, and yet she telling me this and telling me that. I miss the days up in ill sipping on yak, and I've been running her down, need my energy back. And now she's saying that it's peak, that I ain't getting her back, but girl, I need you back on my team, boo. Cause them I can't treat you, love you, I feed you, I please you. Look, I ain't shifting the blame. Only gal that I had that didn't care about the fame, that's why she wavy. She wavy, man, I say that's why she wavy. She be looking like a maybe. So will I hit it? Maybe, yeah.
I said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy. I said she looking wavy. Looking wavy. I said she looking wavy. Yeah.
Purchase your track now.
I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Says she looking like a. I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Looking wavy. Says she looking wavy. Looking wavy. Says she looking wavy. Yeah.
It's anti-beats, the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
Oh, when you turn my way, I didn't know what to say. Oh, when you turn my way, I didn't know what to say. I love the way you've been looking my way, baby. Don't hesitate, you can come on over. Let's get face to face. I'ma give you a taste of what you've been waiting for till the night's over. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know you wanna get with me. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know we're thinking the same thing.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Insomnia65 here with EFLGG. I'm joined by the man himself, Adam. How are you today?
I'm good, Joe. Am I allowed to call you Joe or should I call you Relic?
I mean, you call me whatever you
I
want.
will call you that good-looking boy. Hello, everyone. As Joe said, we are here at Insomnia65 on the final day with EFL, EOZAT, and the British Army here at the booth. Come and join us and play against the Army themselves. I believe there are still a few slots left if you want to come and play against the Army. What a show we have. Once again, some nice gameplay. Going to be coming up in a second. We've got some interviews with some special guests and cosplayers and people who are organising booths, charities, game developers, all kinds of different interviews happening today, guys. So stay tuned for a variety of different content, all brought to you by us at EFL, EOZAT and the British Army. So I guess we'll be going over to some gameplay right now. We'll be joining about halfway through. The British Army 4-1 up right now. What map are we on, Joe?
We're on train currently, and yes, the British Army are leading 4-1. It will be just an average game. We're just having a bit of fun at our booth over at Insomnia65, and yeah. So what we have right here is our Army team are on our left right now, all sat in a LAN setup versus members of the public, and they are coming in from Insomnia, and basically you can sign up at our booth. You just need to look for the large Army tent. It's not hard to miss.
No, even though it is camouflaged.
It is camouflaged.
You know, some people might say it might be invisible.
But not well in here.
But not well in here. No.
Maybe as
and
well.
An absolutely massive
Yes.
climbing wall.
There
so it should quite easily be able to be visible.
I believe we may be trying to get our hands on the finals here at I-Series. I believe it's Vex Gaming versus Endpoint. So we may be casting that. We haven't got confirmation of that yet, but there's certainly a possibility.
It would be nice. If not, we'll just do. Maybe we'll do like a post thing. We'll see how the day goes, right, Joe?
Yeah, we will see how the day goes.
But right now, currently the British Army on a bit of a back foot, 3 versus 5 here on train. So not too good of a round. Thailand team captain going down. Cronenberg just going down there, and Pants. He changed his name, didn't he? He was like Underpants or something. He had something else on his pants.
Yeah, he did have something else before his pants.
Was it Big Boy Pants?
I don't think it was Big Boy Pants. I was trying to think what it was.
Because I kept saying, like, is it Big Boy Pants? Is it large pants? It's something. Grown up. I think it was grown up pants. Because I kept saying he needs to put on his grown up pants to engage.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
But evidently it's changed around a little bit.
Looks like the gamers are actually stepping up there. They do manage to get around against our Army team. And yeah,
Bot Weasley stepping in.
It is Bot Weasley.
One of the commentators. It's not actually Bot Weasley, but yes.
Yeah, we did have a few issues with
some of the accounts, so we've used ours.
Yeah, we just logged into our own.
So ignore the pretty picture. It's a pretty picture indeed. Tyler, the only one who's not got any flag on his. Everyone else has put the Army be the best, but Tyler, being the rebel that he is, has decided to not go for it. But here we go, a bit of a charge from the gamers. Once again, coming in pretty strong.
Oh my god, no scope Insomnia there. He's no scope Ginger Nut in the face, and he's not going to be happy with that one. Meanwhile, though, it is a 4v1. Cronenberg's got it all to do, but Alpha is going to take him down straight away. I believe it is 5-3 now, and my co-host has left me. He's doing other things around the set here at Insomnia. We are partnered with the British Army and EOZAT, so come by, stop by and say hello. Is going back into the round. It is 5v5. A couple of Deagles brought up a Negev on Popping Fresh and a PP Bison for Pans. He's getting a bit cheeky with this one. Now Adam has rejoined me.
Hello.
And yeah, what's really going on here? It's a bit of a
just like anything the gamers seem to bring a bit of chaos going around.
Yes,
nothing too surprising. But we do have Poppin' Fresh with he's decided to change the orc. Oh no, it's Scout, sorry.
With his AWP,
Does
Flash
he have
goes out.
the bomb?
He does not have the bomb. It is actually down by the CTs. All of them crowded round it, so this is going to be a hard feat if he's going to pull this off. But he does have a minute left on the clock.
Plenty of time. How's our boy Tyler doing? Tyler, you need to step up your game. You're second from the bottom of the leaderboard. Let's go.
Cheeky bit of BM there, and yeah, it's one of those games where back and forth. The Army chiming in there 6-3, and they've managed to double the scoreline of the gamers.
Yeah, turn it off.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on.
Don't worry.
A few mic issues.
We're all good. Nah, we're all good.
It's all sorted. Okay. All good. We're back. We're back.
Absolutely.
I apologise for that, ladies and gentlemen. We did have a few mic issues, but Cronenberg, he's doing absolutely incredible right now. 14-4. And he's leading the charge of this British Army team.
Just out of curiosity, you know all the pretty symbols next to like these and these. What do they mean? Some of them.
So that's the badge you get in this game. If you play matchmaking, you get like a level.
Yeah.
It's different to the rank. So the ranking system, obviously, in Counter-Strike is silver, gold, Master Guardian, Legendary Eagle, and Global Elite. Sorry, Supreme and then Global Elite. However, the levels is just your account level. And when you get to a certain level, you can prestige and claim a badge, which is called the Service Medal. And there's one every year, so it changes 2017, 2018, 2019. So it's basically like showing off of how much you play. You get them from majors as well, so major tournaments do things called pick'ems, where you choose like a fantasy team of players, or you choose a team to win, and then if you get that pick correct, you get a certain amount of points, and you level up the badge. It's from bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum if you get all the picks correct.
Not gonna lie, a couple of missed shots there from one shot missed from Cronenberg.
He did actually get that round.
He did. They absolutely got that round. No. Yeah, Cronenberg doing a fantastic job there, being able to get some nice AWP shots in there. Although missed one shot there on one of the T guys, not being able to fully get the nice shot in, but not doing too bad. British Army going for that triple AWP setup, really flexing the money. Tyler trying to bring his score back. Who's at the bottom of the leaderboard for the pants? Oh dear, being a bit pants this game. Only 2-8. Does have the AUG though. Nice little weapon there, but straight away Insomnia going in, getting pants. Tyler gets one back and a nice 1-for-1. That guy should know that there is Ginger Nut waiting. Oh no, he's a bit AFK. Literally. Oh, he's fallen asleep at the keyboard. I've had a quick butchers. He's down and out for a snooze. And as the gamers push into B, they do manage to get the bomb down. Ginger Nut back in the game. Only got a UPS though, but does manage to get one. Nice shot there, but taken down by the AK. Tyler though, holding it down. Gets the final one. And then manages to finish it off very nicely. Do they have time to defuse? Absolutely they do. Keeping it ready, and they keep going. Still got another 5 minutes. 5 minutes left on this half, well, on these guys. So plenty of time to make a bit of a comeback, but it is going to be difficult for them. The British Army are going quite strong. Not having a triple AWP setup, Ginger Nut deciding that he likes the 11k and the UPS, doesn't buy anything, literally, doesn't even buy armor. Has decided that buying stuff is for losers. But could this be detrimental to the team? Insomnia though, going in, taking down Ginger Nut with nothing but I just... go. Let's keep casting. John.
John. Take Aaron's microphone. But we have fixed them and we've switched over to our actual studio mic now, so the audio quality should be a little bit better. Getting back into the game though, Cronenberg is 25-6 right now, carrying his whole team, and it's 9-4 to the British Army. Adam will be rejoining me shortly. However, I do believe we have had a few issues today at the booth, but sort of being sorted in due course. Flash into ramp and Ginger Nut. He's going to try and get that early information, and they do. The B site is clear, but Insomnia meanwhile is going to kill Tyler RE.
Tyler RE. Why do you have to just call him Tyler? Tyler, Royal Engineer. You have to really get it in there.
Yeah, we do have to get it in there.
We have to get it in there. All right, so 9-4 right now. Gamers are coming back slightly. They've got a couple more rounds of this half.
Cronenberg and his P90 actually doing work there. He manages to get 2, and it's left up to Pants, Cronenberg and Ginger Nut to make sure this bomb doesn't go down. That's exactly what Pants is going to do. Org taking down Bot Weasley, and Alpha answering back on that kill with Ginger Nut. It's now a 2v1. Atlas nowhere to be seen. He's sat in T-spawn actually with just a Nova.
But what do you think? What do you think about this Nova buy?
It's ambitious.
Ambitious?
To say the least. If he gets up close, he could probably kill at least one of them. Pants crawling around that corner, you can see him crouching. And Atlas doesn't actually know that Cronenberg's there. He's going to know now, shots raining out, and he's get backstabbed by these two players.
Absolutely. A nice bit of teamwork there from the British Army. You know, coming in together, nice and clutch, helping each other out. Yeah, some nice teamwork.
It was some nice teamwork indeed. And it is 10-4 now. I believe we are going to get our next set of gamers on this stand as soon as possible, and they will be seeing how they fare against the British Army. So a restart will be in check for, I believe, the next round. As we are, yes, there we go, confirmation in the chat there. We are only playing 15 rounds as we want to get as many of you on as possible.
Well, it's not rounds, it's 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20
minutes.
I think.
You get to play against the British Army and basically try and slaughter them. But I would say that it's a pretty tough order. I mean, yeah, okay, these guys obviously have full-time jobs. They are actual military personnel, so they don't get as much time to practice as a lot of guys. But as we discussed yesterday, they do have those comms. They work together. They're with each other all the time. Their teamwork is on point a lot of the time. You know, they have that. I don't know what to call it, but that
chemistry.
Chemistry. You know, so straight away they're sitting down. They're ready to go. Whereas some of these gamers, yeah, they might be they might be the best out of their friends, but if they're playing lone wolf,
yeah,
the military and the army guys are going to feed off of that, because they'll look for those 2 versus 1s. They'll call you out.
Yeah, they will.
And in this warm up, they're not doing too good though. You know, I'm bigging them up, but not going too. Oh, yeah.
There it is, 10-5, and Bot Weasley in the chat. Bit of BM, not even sure what that word is. Smanged. Don't think I've ever heard that before.
Is that not a common?
Can't say I've ever seen that word in my whole life.
Counter-Strike smack. No.
Maybe it's a combination of smacked and banged. I don't know. Either way, it's not something that we've ever seen before.
No, not something I'm used to.
But there's a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit weird. Teams are a bit mixed up right now.
Yeah, there's a few players on either side. Hopefully,
Tyler has joined the T side, Ginger Nut as well.
Yeah, he wants to betray his team, Ginger, and oh no, here we go. They're all switching now. It's just
The Army guys do seem to be on the CT side the majority of the time.
I think we've got a bit of a visual bug here. There we go. It's all sorted now. Popping Fresh goes in place of Weasley, and we will be getting into this game anytime soon. This is the pistol round. However, Ginger Nut, nice hit there, hitting a few nice shots.
Absolutely, just a little bang bang on this pistol round. And again, I do love pistols on T side. Although the Army going for a bit of a interesting strat, you know, splitting up a little bit. I do much prefer going as a group. The UPS is, you know, definitely much stronger than the Glock.
Yes, it is actually the USP. UPS is it's a delivery company, but we'll give it to you. It's fine. You didn't know.
I was thinking of UMP, UPS, and USP.
No, the USP, I believe it is USPS. The S standing obviously for silence. And the first round is going to go in the way of the British Army, but the names on stream are a little bit broken. So we'll get that fixed in due course.
Yeah, the British Army is not Bot Weasley. I can almost assure you of that one.
I can almost assure you of that.
I don't think you could do the fitness test. I know it's not as it's a bit different now, but I don't think our boy Bot Weasley could. How many pull-ups do you think Addison could do?
Maximum 5, maybe.
5? That's ambitious. I was gonna say like half. I don't think you do 1. How many pull-ups can you do, Relic?
5.5.
5.5. All right. So at least you weren't gonna be
better.
I guess at least you weren't gonna be say you could do like way more than Addison.
Oh, so I didn't finish the sentence. I meant to say 100 at the end of that.
500.5, or Addison can do
5.500.
5.500.
Yeah. So that would be like what?
550?
Yeah, 550. You didn't give me a time scale, so I could probably do unlimited pull-ups, given all the time in the world.
Yep. I guess that is true. All right. Well, how many could you do in one set? In one it's not called rep series. I don't know.
Just one session.
One. No, not in. Yeah. How many reps can you do before you have to stop and then have a break?
Let's say like 15, 20.
15, 20.
Yeah.
Do we have a pull-up bar anywhere? I'd like to see you do 15 in one go. In one thing.
We can give it a go.
I'll have to find one somewhere. All right.
I don't think we have one obviously in our booth, because that would be crazy.
I mean, it would make sense, get people to try the fitness test a little bit.
Oh yeah, that does make sense. Meanwhile, we do have Poppin' Fresh entering this third round with 2 kills. Alpha and Bot Weasley going down, and he's left on 10 HP, but he is still with his teammates. Bomb is going into the B site, and they seem to have just taken this whole site by themselves.
Yep, clearing them out. Well, I mean, as I said, they have been playing CT a lot, so maybe they've learned where they would be and just have a good prediction, good game sense.
Yes, good game sense, but Atlas is going to get one back there, and it is a 4v2. So Bomb is planted. Liam Murray catches a guy on the flank. Ginger Nut going down, and this is turned into a winnable situation now. Popping Fresh on 10 HP, and they could just stick the bomb. There is no players near it. Liam Murray's going to catch out Poppin' Fresh. That is the 10 HP player going down. It's left up to Atlas, I believe. He's actually defusing this bomb. Tyler's noticed, and oh my god, they get the defuse. The British Army are not going to be happy with that one at all.
Definitely a bit of a misplay. Shouldn't have let that bomb go get defused. They had such a great advantage. Don't know where Tyler was going. He was a bit lost, it looked like. But definitely should have stayed with the bomb and stopped it from being defused.
Yeah, he got stuck on the ladder, so when he went to shoot, unfortunately his accuracy was reduced, because being on a ladder in Counter-Strike reduces accuracy, as it would in real life as well. So
don't be silly. You can one-arm that and just sort of do like Rambo style and just sort of hold it out, right?
It's not going to be 100% accurate, is it? Unless you were like standing still.
Nah, I could do it. Put me on a ladder. I'll hold it out. 100% accuracy.
Test that on the shooting range behind us at our Insomnia65 booth.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll record it and see how well it goes.
We will try and record that actually, and we might be able to air that later on as just a in between clip. We do have a few interviews today. So I believe there is a company called Special Effects who do games designed for disabled children and gamers, and they adapt games like Minecraft and Fortnite, things like that. I do believe I saw them at EGX last year, and they had eye tracking Minecraft, so you used your eyes to play the game purely. So you would look, if you wanted to mine, you had to look like in the bottom corner, and you'd look at the text that says mine, and it would mine for you. And then obviously, when you were looking around the screen, it would look where you're looking, which was very interesting. And they're obviously a very good company. So we'll be hearing a little bit from them, a little bit more in depth of what they do and how they do it later on. What other interviews do we have today?
We got a couple of cosplayers coming down. We'll probably have some interviews from some of the British Army lads.
Yes.
Talk about some of their experiences and why, and some more information about STEM and the sort of gaming that they've been doing and where they want to take it.
Yeah, obviously we did have a chat with them earlier, and some of them were saying that it's slowly building itself up. So the esports in the army is getting there, because a lot of the stigmatism around it is that it's for lazy people and it's everybody that plays games is unhealthy and this. But we're obviously trying to change that, working in collaboration with the British Army, and they want to change that as well, because they're definitely not going to be unfit if they are in the British Army, are they?
No, just having a quick look at some of these lads. Definitely, I definitely wouldn't want to try and out push up Tyler.
I definitely would not want to out-push up Tyler. However, you did out-punch him in the punching bag test.
Well, okay. So, we'll if we're bringing that up, I did out-punch him, but then he out-punched me. But
yes.
I think I was either second at the end of that night in terms of who punched the hardest.
Just like to make out as well, we weren't punching each other. It was a punch bag, and it measured how powerful your punch was.
Yeah.
And you, I believe, came second at the end of the night.
Yeah, second only to the man himself, Tyler, the captain of this British Army team. And right now, the Army not doing too good on this T side. I don't think they get a lot of practice on T side, so yeah, definitely not doing too good. I think they should have all saved. Some of them decided to go. Yeah, I think a bit of oh dear, Pants not starting off great, being a bit team damage there.
I have remembered his name from yesterday. It was Swatherpants, I do believe. And he was team killing yesterday as well, so hopefully we don't see that. But he is dead in this round already, so we won't be seeing any team damage, hopefully, on the British Army side. Not on purpose anyway. Popping Fresh chiming in with his kill to Atlas, and the bomb's planted already on the A site. It is a 3v4 retake. CTs don't seem to have realised that the bomb's gone down now. Maybe these players are fairly new to the game.
We should be going back. Bit of an oopsie daisy. Somebody got lost on the broadcasting table. Somehow managed to sneak past the very scary British Army guy defending the door for us.
Yeah, there was a bit of a miscommunication, obviously. Just had two random people walk in and
say hi.
What we were doing.
Yep.
We're like, you need to go that way. Bit of an awkward exchange, but
Yeah, could you just imagine that? Just watching the matches going on today, and all of a sudden people just sort of start walking past and getting a bit lost and confused.
it has happened again as well. We do have another random person walking past. We have had this a few times. Yep. There. Oh, he's got caught on a wire now. Not great. Very, very, very confused.
He's a bit lost.
We will probably need to.
Yeah, we should do that too. We need more string.
Yes.
More pretty string. But back to the game. Popping Fresh and Tyler holding it down. 2 versus 2. Coming in strong. Oh, coming in strong. But they've got to go up against Liam and a character literally called Insomnia. A Scout and an AWP versus AWP and AK. Who do you think has the advantage right now?
Looking at the weapons on each side, there is a Scout and an AWP, which both scope rifles, so you can get that one-shot, one-kill with the AWP. However, they do have one on the T side as well. So that matches up, and then the Scout versus the AK is just, the AK wins every single time. The Scout only does about 80 damage to the body. So if he can get one shot and then close out, run away maybe, do a little bit of damage and then finish off with his pistol, by all means. But I just don't think it's possible for the CTs to win this. The bomb is going towards B. There's only one player, but another one rotating in connector. He's been spotted. Insomnia, does he get spotted? Yeah, jumps up. And Tyler, the team captain, getting that headshot with the AWP. Bomb should go down now, and it is left up to Liam Murray and his XM 1014 to use that shotgun up close. He's been spotted, I think. Yeah, should be coming now. Tyler holding that. XM going to get one though. Liam Murray's made this possible. Tyler's not going to be happy with that. Picked up the AWP and popping fresh. He's just going to hold strong on this side. Going, actually walking past each other. Defuse might come in here, and Liam Murray whiffs his shot.
Yeah, very unlucky. That got quite intense. Tyler missing that shot, whiffing it a little bit. Definitely a bit of a mistake, so definitely should have been more careful. Tyler, a little bit disappointing there. Come on, as team captain, definitely should be showing your guys how it's done.
We should probably interview him after this game. But I'm not sure what's going on now. As we said before about the Vex game, we are actually unable to get the open IP. As there's been a few issues here at Insomnia. So we are trying to work on that, and hopefully we do end up getting the IP.
No, we're not. So it has been, so we won't be doing that cast unfortunately, guys, but we will hopefully get some nice interviews and stuff a little bit later.
And yeah, we will be getting a few interviews, as we said before. Again, we have had oh my god, what has happened there? Insomnia just flying in the air. And yeah, this round has been just a bit of a kerfuffle. Bomb is down, popping fresh is going to catch Alpha, and it is 5-3 for the Gamers, sorry, for the British Army. Gamers not looking too strong here.
No, absolutely not. Getting a little bit too big for their boots, I would say. Alpha keeps buying the shotgun every round. Well, I don't quite understand why. I don't think it's paying off for him. I definitely don't think it's the right choice. But who knows? Maybe something glorious will happen. I mean, he is on CT side, so if the T's do become a bit aggressive, then maybe, just maybe, he can catch them out of position, off guard, and show them who's boss. But right now, T's so far getting 1 for 1. Not really making too much progress, but Poppin' Fresh does manage to take down Alpha. That shotgun being of little to no use. Poppin' Fresh already got 2, but Insomnia does know that Poppin' Fresh is ready to go, as well as Tyler. They don't push in at the same time. Tyler with the AWP does miss the shot, so does manage to take down Insomnia, but Iron Murray coming from behind with the AWP. Now 2 AWPs could be in possession for the Gamers. But
they are both on the B site though, and Cronenberg might be able to take this A for free. Bomb down, and he gets himself in an afterplant position. It's very, very winnable. And we've seen he does actually prefer this Galil over the AK, which is an odd choice, but it's been working for him. Like last game, I believe he was carrying the team like 25-7 or something like that. And he's not doing too badly this game as well, 8-6. And he's gone in and out of the CTs. They don't have a clue. They've cleared both the B and the A site, and I believe they've realised now the bomb is going to go down at B, and Cronenberg has made this very, very winnable for himself.
Yeah, I still think the Gamers are a little bit confused. Now they definitely know that something's been planted. Cronenberg, though, looking the complete wrong way, lost and confused, and just gets absolutely smacked square in the head. Now plenty of time to defuse, although the Gamers did look a little bit lost a second ago. But it looks like they are able to get the defuse. It would have been quite funny if the bomb did go off, despite the fact that he spotted it quite a few times. But we will see.
It is it's a pretty close match now. The Army have found a few Gamers that maybe can contest them, which is exactly what we wanted to see. We have had a few stomps here at Insomnia, and Yeah, it's been pretty much the British Army have been winning majority of the matches, but this one seems to be a little bit of a close one.
Triple AWP setup. Gingernutt doing a little bit of team damage there, trying to give the gamers a little bit of an advantage. Pants, maybe if he had that little bit more health, would have been able to have taken down Bot Weezy, but doesn't manage to do so. Poppin' Fresh managed to find one. Gingernutt finds a second as they push round, trying to get in behind A. Although Tyler being taken down by Insomnia.
Pretty generic name right there, Insomnia, but it works, it works.
Stupid and works, ain't stupid. But Tyler with that AWP going down, so now 2 AWPs out of the 3 left standing for the British Army. Very expensive. Gingernutt Molotoving the bomb that is down. Not a great move, but Iron Murray decides to go and have a bit of a gander inside. These AWPs, AWP versus AWP, nobody gets hit, but Iron Murray manages to get that headshot with it using the pistol, whilst Gingernutt was recocking.
I believe it's Liam Murray. However, it's fine. We knew who you were talking about.
It's I am. The L is silent.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. You spoke to him earlier, didn't you?
No. No, it's I am Murray.
I am Murray. Okay, well,
The L is silent.
I'm gonna go with Liam Murray.
Alright.
If you want to carry on with that,
I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna carry on. I'm having a good time. British Army though, struggling a little bit in terms of economy right now. Only being able to buy a couple of pistols, a couple of other things, but not a nice full buy that they probably wished they could have.
we have managed to section off the area now, so I don't think we're going to have any uninvited guests coming in and distracting us from this cast. It's 5-5 now. Again, it's a pretty even game, and Deagle's brought up on the British Army side. They are going to save a little bit of economy. Cronenberg, obviously, with 250 and Poppin' Fresh able to buy next round anyway, but the rest of them, money's looking dire, and they've already lost 2 of their players, but they have traded them. In fact, it is 3v3, so they will be able to pick up a few weapons. UMP on Alpha going to take down Gingernutt. No, he's not actually. Gingernutt takes him down with the Deagle and picks up that UMP. 2 HP left on him. All he can hope to do now is maybe do a little bit of damage. There's not much of a chance that he can get another kill, but maybe if he works behind them, he might be able to do it. Insomnia spots him out now, and there it is. Gingernutt goes down, and it's now a 2v2 after plant scenario.
No, absolutely. But Gingernutt was also on like 2 health. A swift breeze could have taken him down, but the bomber is down, as Relic said, on that B site. 2 versus 2 game is versus the British Army. Cronenberg, I'm pretty sure does have a proper weapon, but does prefer this pistol. Does manage to get a real nice clean headshot. So now 2 versus 1 as Liam Murray with the AWP tries to push in onto this B site, but is he going to be able to do it? Relic.
I don't believe it. Liam Murray does get 1 though, and he's left on 27 HP, 100 HP for Tyler, and he does have an M4, so evenly matched except from the HP. And at this point, if I was Liam Murray, I would just be saving.
I would absolutely agree. And Tyler not really hunting him down or looking for that sort of exit kill to really hurt the economy of this CT side. I don't think you want to take the risk of losing.
No, you definitely don't want to take the risk there. At this point, the British Army, because it's a close game, their economy's not great, and they haven't built up as much bank as they would have liked. So if they do want to keep on rebuying these AKs and these Galils, and maybe the AWPs as well, they need to start saving some more money. Less people need to die in the rounds, and they need to kill all of the players on the CT. But again, you don't want to take uncalculated risks either, because that will hurt your own economy more than it does to your opponents.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as you said, the British Army definitely don't want to lose. They are pretty competitive, so they don't like losing. Whenever you watch them sort of do the show matches, like we saw them yesterday, playing against
Vexed.
Man, they wanted that W.
Yeah, they wanted that W so bad, but unfortunately they did get 16-0'd. We did air that match yesterday, so if you want to watch that, by all means do. Or did we air it yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
It was live.
It was live. Oh yes, it was me and you casting it, wasn't it?
No. Don't think so. Don't think it was. Oh, maybe it was you and I casting
Yeah, it was the Vexed, the 16-0 game, Vexed versus the British Army.
Yeah, it must have been.
I don't think we've aired it yet actually, so do look out for that. And we'll
What
be.
is GE?
Global Elite.
Ooh.
They're getting a bit suspicious of him. He's 15-8 now, so not doing too badly. but there is a couple of. He's a LEM, Legendary
I
Eagle
wouldn't
Master.
say he's global elite. What do you think? I don't think so.
No, he's just confirmed in chat. He is Legendary Eagle Master. So it's two ranks underneath Global Elite.
I mean, I wouldn't even thought he was that high. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he has been playing well.
You're not going to rate his plays.
No, I don't think they've been that good.
Do you want to switch over to him? We'll take a look.
Yeah,
Insomnia.
Right. Let's have a look.
Let's look at his POV for a while and see how he's playing. Positioned on camera, he seems to know what he's doing, scoping underneath the trains, maybe trying to catch a leg of one of the players. And there is a few of the T's coming out around the back of these trains. Insomnia gets one with the AWP. That's Tyler going down. And Cronenberg at E-Box, missed shot by Insomnia, and he doesn't make up for it either. He's taking 2 shots, missed them with his AWP, and that might cost him. Teammates on the flank. Cronenberg goes down. In fact, no, he's not. Cronenberg hasn't gone down. He's been taken. He takes down the AWPer. Insomnia's down, and it's after Atlas.
Yep. I didn't think Insomnia was really playing to his fullest potential. Maybe he needs a bit of a warm up, but to me, he wasn't Legendary Eagle status.
What you think he is Legendary Eagle?
No, I said I don't.
Oh yeah, no, I agree completely. Missing them 2 AWP shots is definitely not what you want to see. It's wasn't looking too good, but we are stomping ahead now. The British Army. I believe we're switching over to our next time slot as well. Yes, we are. Console has confirmed that for us. And yeah, so it's been a close game, this one. Obviously, the 25-minute slot for these gamers, they've done pretty well. And let's see how this last game. Maybe it's a draw at the end. Maybe it is a draw.
I'll have to wait and see. A draw would be pretty good. Oh,
and the map has changed. I will speak to the admins about that. I do apologise.
they changed the match a bit too quick. Liam, what was the final score? What was the final score of that match?
Was it?
11-8. What, to the British Army? So it's 8-6.
Yeah, we have got confirmation it was 8-6 to the British Army. And again, the admin changed the map a little bit too quickly. Next time, maybe he should wait an extra 2 minutes or something like. We've been asked to do it ourselves next time. Bit of a cheeky comment from the admin himself.
Maybe he should cast.
Maybe he should cast. We should ask actually later whether he wants to come and cast. His name is Liam, and he's working here with House of Gamers, who are partnered with the Army here as well, and they're providing the PCs that our Army players are using. They're pretty beefy PCs, aren't they, Adam?
Absolutely. And I mean, we don't want any excuses for anyone when they come and play to say, oh, the PC wasn't playing at 120 frames. So, gotta make sure that everything is top notch.
We've got everything over here, 144 Hz monitors, mechanical keyboards, and all the gaming mouse and keyboards and PCs that the world can offer. So if you do want to come down and take a look at this stuff, we are situated around the middle of the main hall at Insomnia65. So come and look for the big army tent. There is foam blocks surrounding it, and they're camouflaged. And if you look for a climbing wall as well, you should be able to spot us out. And we are just going to get into the game now, waiting for the broadcast to start. There's no players on the server, so we're going to cut to some adverts, and we will be back to you. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not getting to adverts. We're going to cut to our CCTV footage of outside the event, and you can see what we can see from our booth. So we'll be back very shortly.
23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. Interest. I already know what's gonna happen. W7M. Why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god! Mirror running out of bullets, but he's still gonna go for it. Oh my lord. Mirror! My god. A 4K. What is that? What is happening right there?
You're too slow.
Shots outside. He's good in his positions. And look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff in the back of the B bomb site. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MBK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
YJ getting taken down. Sorry, YJ. Rafia. Oh my god. Watching this guy op is insane. Let's see him pick up another one. Rafa with 3. He says bye-bye to Isurus.
Bye-bye.
My damn.
Backs off after nailing 1, and it shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a 3rd map here.
Nailing 1, shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Charging him down, MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything! Lines up 3 and 4 players! Unbelievable! The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, whoa, whoa, Andrew, the Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
Bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avantgarde with opportunities to close his series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted in his hand. Follow-up flick. There's the first, and he has time on this clock. The Molotov placed, and that is nicely poised. Sanji here on the defuse. It's Sirison trying to bait the player out, but Sanji doesn't go for the peek. Instead, it's the Orgloudin and the headshot. Sirison, can he find this bomb? Yep, there it is. Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shocks instantly going to peek into this one. Pick it open. Freiburg finding 1, but Shock's able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and now a 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-Threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. Another man going down, and it is only Shazam left. 1 versus 3 here. This is a deadly dangerous display that I don't think is going to come to fruition. He's got 30 seconds to try and find this bomb plant, and he does so, but he needs all 3 frags right here. Shazam, there's the first. Back between boxes, and a great flick for the second. He knows that Fugly is closing in, but with the AK-47, he could actually finish off this map right here. Shazam needs the third and final pickup, but this has to be a fast shot, misses, and now he can close in, but it's the no-scope. Shazam, unbelievable stuff.
And now it's Woo in a 1 versus 2. He needs to breach open here, and he does spot out Freeman. There comes the crossfire, and ZywOo, they both miss. I don't know how this is even able to happen, but with the AWP place, ZywOo's able to find both. Unbelievable. ZywOo, 30 seconds left. Kane shoots one right over the top line and leaves ZywOo in a crucial 1 versus 3. He gets tagged by the flash, and through the smoke, Case just gets caught off guard. He's able to do damage and stay alive for now another ZywOo 1v2. This time to finish off the entirety of Inferno and to push them through to nuke 1-0 up. Oh, there's a headshot! Oh, and another one! ZywOo! How does he even manage it time after time? They go through to nuke 1-0 up.
He is waiting in Nexa with an instant assassination. They spot out Kicker as well. He goes for the cross, and well, this is the flash over to allow the peak for Otto. But yeah, what a nuts shot! Kicker, he's gone.
For Otto, but yeah, what a nuts shot!
Oh, what's this? Oh my god, it's over. That's over. Mal's career is over. Mal can never play Counter-Strike again. I don't care what happens. He can never play Counter-Strike ever again. That's it. Done.
Immediately in the flank, Poggers have the single USPS on tobacco at the back of this B bomb site. They obviously need this pickup. Sprout not finding the initial headshots though. It's the Deagles picking instead. Tobacco towards the back of this site, gonna nail another one, and it's only Dennis remaining. He's trying to close in, and Tobacco sideswipes him and finds the headshot. 4-12. Poggers stays in
So with a little bit of math, I believe this is round 23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. I already know what's going to happen. W7M, why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god! Mirren running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. Oh my lord. Mirren, my god. A 4K. What is that? What is happening right there?
You're too slow.
Outside, he's good in his positions, and look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there with a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3, all headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff in the back of the B bomb site. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MPK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
YJ getting taken down. Sorry, YJ. Raffia. Oh my god.
Hello everybody and welcome back. We did just have a few technical issues there. We've sorted them now and we are back with the British Army versus our public gamers now. We're back in game 3-2 to the gamers. They are winning this. And never mind actually, we've got the team names wrong again. We'll get that sorted ASAP. And Ginger Nut versus Atlas. 22 HP on the T player, and he's going to hold. Oh, he did see him. I didn't think that he saw his head there, but he did. Took a while to shoot, and it's 4-2 in favour of the British Army. These guys they've been pretty good throughout the whole of Insomnia65. We've had a few people come up to us and say that they enjoyed playing at our booth. If you do want to come along, you can just come and sign up at the Army booth in Insomnia65 and come and play against our Army players. But currently the stats on the board, 10-3 for Ginger Nut, and he's leading the charge, making sure that his Army fellow brethren do not get embarrassed by the general public. And player Cronenberg going to take contact on mid now, and it's 4 of the T players holding there. Can't manage to actually get a kill. Headshot onto Alpha, and he gets a second as well. But Weasley goes down, and Insomnia is just lurking in the B tunnels. Popping fresh on the left side of tunnels. Bit of a bait and switch there. Tyler is going to bait them in, fall off, and then his teammate Popping Fresh is going to get the rest. Nice headshot from Insomnia. He probably won't expect this angle. Doesn't check the corner. He does. He sees Popping Fresh, takes him down as well. And that was beautifully played by Insomnia. He's going to be very happy with that. Capitalized and made the round very winnable. 3v1 now. Ginger Nut with it all to do. And the bomb is actually going to go towards him. Atlas struggling a little bit with the jump. Does he get spotted out? Ginger Nut does. Insomnia is going to pre-fire him, but he does get taken out. Second bomb down for Atlas, and he spotted the last one. Ginger Nut. He is low, trying to hit the headshot onto Liam Murray, and he does manage it. 5-2. 1v3 clutch for Ginger Nut. And that was beautifully played. He did some nice shots there. Obviously, the headshot at the end was a little bit awkward, but he did manage it in the end. I believe shortly we are going to be cutting to an interview with the special effects guys. They work with children with special needs and disabilities that would stop them from normally playing a game. However, they adapt this and make software that they can use to just aid people, so everybody can be included in the world of gaming as it should be. I believe we'll be cutting to them in just a short few moments. We're just setting up the camera and everything, getting everything into place, and you'll be able to see what they do in a little bit more depth and more info. But as of now, we are still in this Counter-Strike game, the British Army versus the Gamers. I want to see you guys in Twitch chat telling me who you think is going to win this match. It is obviously a bit of a win at the minute for the Gamers. We are doing this in 25-minute slots, so the Gamers have probably about 10-15 minutes left until they're going to be finishing. Preparations are just finishing for that interview now, so any second we'll be getting over to those special effect guys. And obviously the Gamers here, they're going to carry on playing. We do have a LAN set up in our army tent, so but there won't be any difference here. The Gamers 5v3, and Adam's joined me again. Hello.
Hi, Relic. The interview is ready to go. We're just going to quickly go over to the clips again for 2 seconds, and then we've got the interview ready to go. So see you guys in a minute.
So with a little bit of math, I believe this is round 23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. Interest. I already know what's going to happen. W7M, why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god! Mirren running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. Oh my lord. Mirren, my god. A 4K. What is that? What is happening right there?
You're too slow.
Shots outside, he's good in his positions, and look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot, Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff in the back of the B bomb site. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MPK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
YJ getting taken down. Sorry, YJ. Raffia. Oh my god. Watching this guy up is insane. Let's see him pick up another one. Rafa with 3. He says bye-bye to Isurus.
Bye-bye.
My damn.
Backs off after nailing one, and it shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a 3rd map here.
Nailing one. Shots through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Charging him down, MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything! Lines up 3 and 4 players! Unbelievable! The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Andrew! The Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
Hello, I'm Arik. We're For those of you who don't know, Special Effects is a charity for disabled people, so obviously people with disabilities such as lack of arms or cognitive abilities. So the first question would be, what is your overall aim and goal?
So the aim of Special Effect is to enable people with physical disabilities who may be interested in gaming, maybe they used to game and now condition is, or a spinal cord injury or something, for instance, has meant that they can't game anymore, or they've maybe just seen it and always been interested in giving it a go. So our aim of the charity is just to get everybody gaming, hopefully on an equal footing, so that everyone can enjoy the wonderful world that is all things video games, really.
So what kind of things do you do to obviously enable disabled players to play the game that they love?
So we do quite a few different things. So the main thing is we'll have some special hardware and things. So if you've seen the Xbox Adaptive Controller, we worked with Microsoft to help develop that. And what that allows us to do is to break apart a normal Xbox controller, which for some people with disabilities could just be completely inoperable to them. And we can bring switches and joysticks and whatever they need to control the games that they want to play. We can sort of bring that to the person. So if they're in a wheelchair and people say, oh, I can't move my hands, I can't play video games. And a brilliant team of occupational therapists, they look at it differently and they'll say, can you move your feet? Can you move your head? You can move your elbow a little bit, and we can place a switch there, and that can be your jump, that can be your aim or your shoot or whatever you need it to be. So the main part is that physical hardware. There's a lot of software and other things that go into it. So eye controlling computers and games with your eyes is another big thing that we do.
So how difficult was it to develop the adaptive controller? Because obviously I would assume it's not that easy, because you do have to port all the connections and all that.
We worked with, it wasn't just us helping with Microsoft, but it was a few different charities, a few different teams, but it was quite a lengthy process. There was a lot of back and forth in terms of the design, just getting things right, because even stuff just, are the edges too sharp? Because it's just weird things that you don't think about until someone will bring it up in testing, and you're like, okay. But it definitely took quite some time. It was well over a year of just total back and forth between us. But we got it out there, and it's been hopefully making a big difference. We've certainly seen it being used more and more and being asked for, which is great to see. And it's really helped. It has really helped to sort of bring gaming to more people that couldn't access it before. So we're really thankful to Microsoft for doing that, really.
So obviously we're here at Insomnia65, and I would assume you are getting, a fair few people who would have never thought they would be able to play video games in such a way. How do you feel about seeing people walk up to you pretty much amazed and able to play games?
You never quite get used to it. I mean, that is actually why we call it special effect. It's that moment where someone who thought that gaming was either a thing of the past or was never going to be their thing, when they realize actually, I can play, I can join in, and you see the smile just light up on their face. And for some people it can be, so I know you're here with the Army. I mean, we've had a few Army veterans, come in who have lost limbs or something like that, and they say, I used to game, I used to be into Call of Duty, I can't play it anymore. And it can be a big part of your life, as any gamer knows. Gaming is a part of you, and for them to lose that can be quite devastating. So to be there for that moment when you can give that back to them, give that sense of community, give that fun back into their life that they were missing, it's a really, really special moment. And it's why we do what we do. It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
Obviously you have spoken about Army before, so are you surprised that the Army is here with esports setup, working together with so many different companies?
Yeah, definitely. It was actually one of the first things I saw when I walked in. This is my first Insomnia, and it was one of the first things I saw. It was like Army, and I'm like, am I in the right place? What are the Army doing here? And obviously you got the computer set up, and it's amazing. It's my thoughts is like I never thought that this was an aspect that the Army really did, and I certainly didn't think they would take it so seriously as to have this great setup that you guys have got going on here. But it's great to see that it's not just the job. There seems to be a lot more going on behind the scenes, and gaming seems to be a massive part of it. And it was surprising, but I'm very happy to see it.
Yeah, obviously the whole point of this setup is to show people that Army's not just all about Army. They do normal things in the spare time, like gaming. Obviously, if it is your passion, not being a part of it anymore will kind of sting you.
So I don't really know what to say about
it. It's just so surprising, isn't it? Yeah. So going back to Insomnia, obviously you said this is your first Insomnia.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it?
I mean, I think it's wicked. It's like it's huge. You got everything that you want here. You got esports tournaments. You got Army with rock climbing walls. There's escape rooms. I mean, there's just everything you want from a convention. I'm absolutely blown away. Everyone here, the mood is so positive. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's just here to celebrate the same thing. And even if you're different games, people just love gaming as a whole. And it's just great. I don't play a lot of Team Fortress, but I met up with some Team Fortress guys, and we're just hugging it out, having a good time, enjoying Insomnia. So it's great. It just brings everyone together, and I mean, I'm loving it. I'd happily come back again.
So you have obviously mentioned tournament. Esports is quite a big thing. It's growing pretty fast. So what do you think about esports as a whole? Is it a good thing? Should it be improved, or is it just something that we should ignore?
I mean, I'm a bit biased. I personally love esports. I'm forever watching. Even if I don't play the game, I'll watch the tournament just because it's exciting. I love getting caught up in it all. Esports as a whole, though, I think, I think it's great. I think it's a brilliant thing. I'm forever trying to encourage people to get into the competitive side of gaming. You don't have to go professional, but I think there's a lot once you do start competing, because the beautiful thing about it is, if you can play the game and you're willing to put the time and the effort into it, you could go all the way and you could be a pro, and you're not limited. I mean, especially working for our charity, you're not limited by your physical limitations at all. If you have the time and the dedication and the willpower, and you can play it, and you can do great things. So I'm all for it. I only hope that the esports scene continues to grow as much as it has, and just get stronger and get bigger from here, really.
So obviously, speaking of esports, going back to your charity, how would you like to see it, kind of expand into, allowing more disabled people to take part in such a huge community?
It would certainly be great to see. it's definitely something that I personally would advocate for. I mean, the charity itself doesn't pressure people to do that sort of thing, but I mean, in terms of helping to include people in the esports scene, I would definitely say allowing them to use their particular setups, because obviously in tournaments there's a lot of emphasis on the controllers that people use, that they want it to stay even, but I think there does also need to be you know, a bit of reasonable thinking to say, you know, this person has a special setup because it allows them to access the game. So for instance, I know somebody who is very into Tekken and can only access half the controller, but they use the other half with their feet. And they would very much like to get into a Tekken tournament, but their first question was like, are they going to allow my controller? And unfortunately the question was, I don't know, it depends on the tournament. So it would certainly be great to have a bit more of an open mind, say, obviously we would more than happy for people to prove that they're not cheating, that's fair dues, but just an open mind to say, yes, okay, it might not be something that we're used to seeing, but it's how they play the game. It would be great to see that being allowed. And then just in general, you know, for it just to be a bit more normal, I'd love for more people with disabilities to get involved and to feel like they are part of it and to feel accepted as part of this great community, that they're not, you know, they're not different at all. It's just, they're just there to play the same as everyone else. So that's where I'd like to see it go in the future.
So it's a bit of a global question, but obviously we have spoken about, you know, disabled people playing esports. There is a thing currently that obviously most esports is divided between female and male. Should it be divided by, you know, fully able and disabled, or should we try as best as we can to make it mixed? Because obviously it might seem as a disadvantage to have fully abled people play with or against disabled.
That's a tricky one. It's a minefield kind of question. I would say, I personally think it should be an even playing field for everyone, but I do think people should have the choice, because there are some people with disabilities who I know for a fact can wipe the floor with a lot of sort of able-bodied gamers, and if they want to compete in that, I feel like they should have the option to do that. I do think there might be some merit in certainly having the conversation about having a separate league for the people who feel that maybe they are at some sort of disadvantage, or maybe they just feel more comfortable being in that environment, or they want to represent disabilities in that particular environment. Like you have the Paralympics is a great example of something like that. So in general, I think they should definitely have the choice. They shouldn't be nobody, you know, able, disabled, female, male, whatever. They shouldn't be forced to, you know, if you're good enough to compete and you're good enough to be on the team, it shouldn't matter your race, your gender, your physical ability. If you're good enough to earn your spot on that team, you should play on that team. And if you want to play on that team, I think you should have the opportunity to, and vice versa. If people feel that they for some reason don't want to compete against the able, I do think it is important to have that space for them. But that's a difficult conversation to have. But that's my immediate sort of take on it.
So obviously, you know, there is currently a lack of tournaments. I personally haven't really seen any major or even minor tournament organizer have anything targeted at disabled people. Obviously it's mostly, hey, people want to watch the professional, you know, because they're better. Obviously in theory, as you've said, people can be better than the professionals with their setups. Obviously with things like the Invictus games, where it's the forces, you know, being disabled, with setups like this, would you maybe like to see us do a kind of Paralympic esports event maybe next year?
I don't. I can't talk on behalf of the whole charity. I personally think that would be a great thing to include. Like I said, I don't think there's any reason why you should have to make it a separate thing. If people want to compete against able people, they should be able to. But yeah, I would certainly love to see more tournaments. There's a few tournaments, esports, that I know happen in Japan. They've started to pick up on that a bit more. So if you go looking for them, you can find them, but then they're not massive, huge events, you know, like like your regular esports would be. And even people, there are actually some disabled gamers who are sort of top level. So if anyone's a fan of Street Fighter, they would probably be aware of a chap called Broly Legs, I believe, who is the #1 Chun-Li player in the world, and he plays using his mouth on a controller. And if you've ever seen him play, even if you think you're pretty good at Street Fighter, he's probably gonna give you a very good run for your money. So it is quite amazing. I think people get into thinking that because if you do have a disability, even if you did have a setup, you're still at some sort of disadvantage, and it's just not true. Especially if we do get someone the right setup, they can access the controller, the keyboard, the same as anybody else can. So they can whoop y'all if they willing to put the effort in. But I would certainly love to see more tournaments supporting people with disabilities. Just opening the door, making them feel welcome is a big part of it. Just knowing that they can compete if they want to, not feeling like they can't. Because the first question we get is, are they going to allow my setups? Even stuff like, can they get up on the stage? How many stages have a ramp? It's just really simple stuff like that. But just having it sends the message that, you know what, you are part of this community. We want you here, and if you want to compete, sign up. And I'd certainly love it if the Army want to do something like that. That'd be incredible.
So, final few questions. You've spoke about setups, obviously. Gaming setups aren't exactly cheap. Obviously, if you want to go mid-tier, it's sort of okay. But obviously, most professional players would ramp up their budget. Yeah. What do you think would be, or rather, what is the cost of a setup for disabled people? Because obviously you have to have a computer in the first place, which can already be pricey. Yeah. How much of a disadvantage would you be if you had to buy a full-on setup, or would you think that the price is right?
So, like you said, I mean, it's a quite tricky one because different people have different needs, have different games. There's a lot of people just want to play like FIFA or something like that. They don't need an incredible setup to do so. For the people that do, in terms, I'll ignore like the cost of computers and consoles because that's purely subjective. However much you're willing to pay, you're willing to pay. But in terms of accessibility equipment, it can be quite pricey because obviously it's quite a niche market. They don't sell a whole lot of units, but the units they do sell are very important to the people who buy them, which is sort of where we come in. We loan the equipment that people might need to buy so that they can try out different setups, different joysticks, different buttons, all sorts of different configurations so they know like, okay, this one definitely works for me. So they're not wasting a bunch of money buying stuff only to find that it doesn't work or that their condition changes or something like that and suddenly it's not working. I would like to see the price come down, but that only happens with competition, and the more people get disability to be a conversation happening in the gaming world, it will bring the people who want to make the equipment, which will bring the competition, which will lower the prices. So it all boils down to just open the doors, be welcoming to it, and the rest will follow, hopefully.
So, last question. Streaming is a very big thing. Obviously, a lot of tournaments are being streamed, and even this, we are streaming right now. What would you think about tournaments with disabled people that will be streamed, or even, disabled streamers?
So there actually are quite a few disabled streamers. I can't remember them off the top of my head now because I'm a bit nervous, but you can certainly find them if you just type it into Google or YouTube. You can find them, and they have very popular streams. I know a few who use the quad stick, which is operated by blowing in and out of a joystick, essentially, for a very simplified version. But I mean, they're gamers. I fully encourage anyone who has the passion, the desire, the creativity to stream and make content for people. I think, of course they should do it. Why shouldn't they? Just because they have a certain condition, it doesn't make them any different to anyone else. If you want to stream, and if you want to support that stream because you like their content, do so. And in terms of streaming tournaments, especially if they were sort of, accessibility themed tournaments, to say, because these people, and any professional gamer, I feel, deserves the opportunity to be recognized for the effort that they put into the game, and it helps to start that conversation about adding accessibility in the video games era, and just welcoming people with disabilities as a whole. But just yeah, by all means, if you want to stream, if you want to have a tournament and you want to stream it, do it. Because trust me, these people, they just want to play. They just want to play. They don't want special treatment. They just want to play. And the ideal situation is when you're playing online, if you can't tell that they've got a disability, that's the perfect situation. That's all they want. They don't, you know. So stream it, have tournaments, everything you want to do, full support.
Well, thank you for your time. Obviously, good luck in the future with the charity, and hopefully we'll see you maybe put events yourselves. Obviously, you do have a booth at Insomnia65, and we'll be glad to see you come back next year, perhaps.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me as well. And yeah, thank you.
Cheers. And now we'll move on to cosplay competition day 2.
Well, that's a great start with 2 like randomers. We're back on Ayozat, and I'm here with James. How's it going?
I was just halfway through talking to somebody. Yeah, let's go.
It's going.
It's going well.
I am the host, Sam Bailey. Welcome to the Community Cosplay Masquerade. This is the Insomnia Cosplay Masquerade that honors and welcomes all abilities of cosplay, and it's a great place to get started in the cosplay world and show off some incredible creations. And we've got some incredible sponsors here as well. We've got Milestones 3D.
Okay, this should be fun, right?
Yeah, hopefully it's better than yesterday.
It's not going to be another, right? It's a community one, not as professional.
So that's not good.
I'm glad someone's happy now.
Yeah, they're a little less enthusiastic about this, aren't they? He doesn't care, like, his whole demeanour. He doesn't want to be there.
He's just reading that off a list. I don't care, I've given up.
So, we have our preference, we know exactly what we're going to be doing. Of course, we need to have our guest judges. So, go wild, go crazy, introduce cosplay for 14 years. They're a master of fabrics.
Okay, the judges are coming out now. Okay, that's the first judge today.
Is that Blastoise?
Indeed. Second judge coming out right away. Okay. I don't trust her face.
Yeah. No eyes. How they seeing?
Just a creepy smile. And a bow tie. She does have a bow tie.
Fucking love bow ties.
Who doesn't?
Wait, hang on. She took the mask off.
That's even worse.
So these aren't actual real people.
Okay.
He's an actor, a voice artist, and a streamer. Joins the royal face amongst those King Regis in the epic Final Fantasy 15. He's also for Harry Potter fans. You only know him as the Drake Son and Death Eater, John Campbell!
Now this guy's quite famous.
He's enthusiastic.
He looks like an Indian guru, like you know those people that do yoga all day.
He went to Thailand and found himself.
I love his man bun. That's the best thing about him.
Oh yeah, Blitzy was talking to him yesterday.
gaming costumes, but there are also the 3 top prizes, which also get certificates and sponsor prizes. That first place gets that trophy and a scan model from Milestone 3.
So the first place will get a trophy and a scale model of something. Would you like that? Would you like that as a prize?
I would. Hopefully it's a little Pikachu.
I'd personally prefer money. I'm not gonna lie. So that would make it worth your while if that was a Pikachu.
Definitely.
1-to-1 scale, or human-sized one.
I've already got a picture of Pikachu.
Have you really?
I do.
Are you collecting them at every Insomnia event?
Yes.
Okay, what's this? What is this?
Shit, where's she gone?
She's...
Magic.
That's how magic is done.
Let's make this quick. I've got a show to get to.
What else? Yes. Just put a lot of effort into the tail.
Okay. Now, I want to do a commentary, but I don't know how to react to this, personally. Like... Are we supposed to laugh?
It's on.
Okay, the fight is on. A massive shout out to our viewers on the last cosplay show, which was a bit more professional than this. But I don't mind the music here.
It's good. She's got these ball things.
Ball things?
Swingy ball things. Just swinging the balls all over the place.
Is she supposed to be like a cat lady? Is that the case? A dancing cat lady?
It is.
Start. Next up, we have Julia as Warrior Princess Merida from Disney's Brave.
Oh, the RAF logo is back. The
Same
Royal...
from yesterday.
Is it?
Definitely.
Oh no. Is that the one with the fake arrows? With like no arrows at all?
Yeah. Thank you!
As much as a part of us as we were of it. Others say...
Is that the same act from yesterday?
It is. It's the same lady. I think she's cheating by competing in 2.
She kind of won last time as well.
This is plagiarism.
This is plagiarism. And it's not original content. Come on, get it right. You know what's not plagiarized? The arrows, because they're not there.
But what if they are, but we just can't see them?
When I was a weak girl, I shot for my own hand in marriage. I went against my mother's will, which led to many consequences.
But with a really bad lip sync as well.
I changed my own destiny. I am now the greatest archer in the whole kingdom, and I still beat all the great leaders in archery tournaments. The big one, the cover, and of course Macintosh. I changed my destiny for the better. If you could change your fate, would you?
Isn't that how life works? It's alright. There we go. There we go.
If you had one shot, would you take it?
I would, yes. I'll take more than one. Right now, that would actually make things better. I like the music. It's a furry, yes. Okay, I'm excited now. Are you familiar with the Rainforest event?
These like the weird people who dress up in these costumes and...
They went nuts in a hotel, basically.
Yeah.
I wish I was there, to be honest.
It's got the costumes, got the moves, got the music. Entertaining.
She got moves. She's wearing badges though, I don't get that. You could take those badges off. You don't need that.
Oh, little love heart on the bump.
It looks better than that new film coming out, you know, Cats. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
The musical.
Yeah.
The graphics look a lot better than that.
This is real life.
Was that a dab? Did the cat just dab on us?
It did.
Dab on the haters making fun of you. We are right here, you know.
Free food.
Free food. Oh, that's it, I'm going up there.
Hecklers here.
Okay. Oh, I interviewed that lady yesterday, earlier. Dropping the bass. I like her hair.
The guy, the flame guy.
I'm not sure. What's up with the free food? Why is that there?
It's making me hungry.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Army versus Gamers. Unfortunately the Army are on a break now, so we are going to go straight into this match with some gamers versus other gamers here at Insomnia65 Day 4. Arik, how have you been today?
I've been alright, it's the last day. I'm nice and relaxed, obviously good atmosphere, people are quite chill, you know, de-stressed, ready for some gaming.
Definitely here, it's a lovely atmosphere to be around, everyone's got so much energy, and we're going to go into a Mirage map here it seems. So we're just going to be waiting for the players to join. And what's your favourite map in CS, Arik?
That's a tough question because it used to be Dust 2 before they changed it, obviously everyone loves a bit of Dust 2. It would have to be a tie between either Mirage or Overpass. With the team I'm currently playing with, it seems to be our two best or worst maps, depending obviously how we play, but Mirage is definitely easy to learn, it's easy to play, it's more about aim, so if you have a good day you're more likely to win the map. Overpass, however, it takes a bit more skill to win the game, therefore it's probably going to be a Mirage.
Definitely, I agree. Overpass is definitely more skill worthy than Mirage. However, it does look like we are going to a Mirage map here, and we are just currently waiting for all the players to get set up, as we've just had a swap here. The previous Gamers vs Gamers, the T-side one, quite dominantly actually, and I think they were doing really well, so hopefully we have another batch of gamers here that can dominate the opponents.
Yeah, obviously it has been Army versus the Gamers. Now, the problem with Gamers obviously there's 5 random people. They might not communicate as good or not even know the game. Some people are new to the game when they come here, they just want to try it out against the Army. Now, with the Gamers versus Gamers, it's going to be a bit more chaotic. Obviously, you now have 10 random people. Some of them might not understand the game, they'll probably not communicate, but sometimes chaos is good, entertaining.
Definitely. And it looks like we're having a bit of an issue here with the players joining the wrong team. So I'll see if I can get someone to sort that out shortly. And it looks like we're going to have to get in contact with someone.
Yeah, we're having some.
Well, it's gamers versus gamers.
Yeah, but we have Army on one side. We're meant to have the
No, it's fine. It's gamers versus gamers.
I know, but they're all meant to be T. They're all meant to be CT. All these computers.
Oh.
CT side, T side.
Told you about chaos.
Yeah, so we're still trying to sort this out. But Eric, some impressions.
Some impressions. Well, that's my account you're seeing right now. It is my Smurf. Hello, I am being dragged unwillingly. So, first impressions, you have no buys coming from any side at the moment. Never mind, we do have a Deagle coming from Gingerna with, well, nothing else really going on for any side. We have a Deagle, a P250, or a P2000 rather. Someone prefers the more armor over accuracy. We do have a Deagle over on the T side.
It looks like we're having some camera issues here with placement, but as Eric said here, we're going straight into round one here, and Josh pushing straight out of B-Apps, but CT's getting an early lead here on the ramp. Manages to get a second, but T's taking the bomb to B, so it does look like the plant will come in. Now, Eric, how are you feeling about the first 2 kills off the CTs there?
There were nice kills, however, well, the bomb is on B side, and the CTs have to rotate, and should the T side know what they were doing, they would obviously watch any possible rotate angle. It is a 5 versus 3, sorry, so slight disadvantage there, but Popping Fresh closing the advantage down. It's now a 3v4. Hopefully, the T side is trying to push out to get the CTs out in the open.
They are struggling here, so it does go to a 3v3, but Josh manages to get one. Doesn't quite get Liam, but Popping Fresh going to get that frag onto him. Popping Fresh still holding the site. Only got 33 HP here versus Alpha. And Alpha's pulled out his knife, but he's going to get shot from both angles. And the bomb does indeed go off here. First round to the T side. Eric, how do you feel about that round?
Very chaotic. Obviously, the CTs did get the 2 first picks. However, the bomb was on B, which gave them a disadvantage. They now had to rotate, and the 3 players on the T side actually hold off all the angles quite well. They got an element of surprise. Now, with the new buy mechanics, you see very different ones. You have a shotgun and an AK coming out on the T side with a UMP. Probably the safer buy to go for the SMGs, since they give you more money.
And definitely, with the closer range, SMGs tend to be better options. But we'll have to see what Poppin' Fresh is choosing to do with this shotgun here. But Alpha manages to take down Insomnia, and Bot Weasley running straight through T-spawn here, and we've got some CTs trying to take that mid control. Gingerna gets the 1-hit headshot there, but is he going to get Atlas as well? He does get Atlas, and that's a 2k in middle. And Tyler Ree working his way around to jungle here. Do you like this lurk here, or do you find staying on the site a little bit better?
It really depends. On a 2v5, I wouldn't really lurk, especially that the bomb has been on its own. Obviously, did get the plan because the CTs didn't know where to go. Josh with a nice call out, and a team kill coming on, and the T side is going to capitalize on that. It suddenly becomes a 2-on-1.
Definitely.
4 kills just out of nowhere.
CTs there just not able to convert their pure strength against the T side into frags. So 2v1, losing that man advantage. Very dangerous here for the CTs, and it does indeed look like the bomb's about to go off. So we will see a push off of site by Josh.
What's really good to see is that the CTs do get the first pick, but they're just not able to capitalize on it. They get the pick in the wrong side.
Yeah.
For some, they always get the pick on A, but the bomb seems to be B every time. And every time CTs get a pick, they just decide to all go in the same direction.
I think that's one thing we've seen over this weekend here, Eric. New players coming in, they might get the 1 kill, but they kind of trade themselves off in a way, so they kind of give their cells to the enemy team to kill. So we will have to see what the CTs are doing. It does look like they are force buying again. Would have preferred a eco here off of them. Personally see some M4s come out, some nades, but you know, if it works for them, it works for them. So we'll have to just have a look and see.
Well, the T side does seem to have a pretty decent buy, except for Atlas, who sounds 7.8k and decided to go with a Glock. Early pick by Josh, picking mid with an AK, getting 2 headshots. You shouldn't pick mid. Tyler Ari was AFK, so Bot Wiz, you can easily capitalize and no weapon to pick up.
Being a 3v5 now, 3v4 now actually.
The T's do seem to go to A, which is actually clear, since we do seem Alpha to pull away from the A side. It was just now undefended completely. Bot Weasley going into underpass. It's is not going to the right side. They seem to have the info, but still go the wrong way. It's Cronenberg gets the first kill, but Josh immediately traces it back. It is now a 3-on-1. But Weasley with the FAMAS should probably save as he is on the B side. There is no way for him to rotate back to A on time and get 3 kills and defuse the bomb. But, well, we'll see what the T side have to do. Maybe they'll push him and get the kill, force him not to save the weapon.
And it does look like Bot Weasley here is going to try and get some exit frags, but does get spotted out by Josh, who deagles him, and Atlas able to finish off a Bot Weasley there. And that's another round on the board for the T's here. Do you think the CTs are going to learn from their mistakes and, you know, try and eco this round, or are they going to force bite?
Well, you can clearly see no. They just want the pure firepower. Obviously, with the loss bonus, they're counting on the full loss bonus. Losing 3 rounds in a row, obviously, with the new system. After the pistol round, you are guaranteed a second round loss bonus.
Yeah.
So they don't have that much money, but obviously, since they keep losing the rounds, they get more and more and more. So hopefully, they can finally capitalize on it.
It just looked like Alpha's just trading out an SMG for the shotgun there. Not too sure what his plan will be, but we'll have to have a look. Bot Weasley again pushing through T, but just at the same time, Josh is getting a frag down middle, and the CTs are rotating through connector here. Manages to get one from Cronenberg, and Cronenberg with the second onto Josh.
That's the up down. He spots the 2 players on short. Insomnia does run away in time. Will he re-peak the same player? Yes, he will. And Cronenberg, it's a 39 seconds full kill.
Definitely. Cronenberg there just able to 1v4 essentially in mid whilst his CT's teammates are rotating. And I think that's really good on his behalf. He didn't overcompensate too much. He managed to get 2 kills and then kind of backed off into con, seeing if he could spot out another player on pushing short. But we are going to see another buy from the T side. As you said before, loss bonus in action. Now that they've lost the loss bonus, they're quite strapped for cash.
They might do if they lose this round. Obviously, we do have an AKM4 and a PP Bison for some reason, so obviously you see where the money is tight. Cronenberg is going to try to peek middle again and gets 1 kill for the wall, and Gingernaut is going to help him. Josh does get the kill on Alpha. Obviously, Josh is the strongest player on the T side, as you can see, with 11 kills after 4 rounds. It is quite impressive. He gets taken down, and Tyler Ari seems to disconnect from the server.
Definitely. Insomnia only 13 HP here versus the 2 players. Cronenberg only on 74 though. Still got 3/4 of his health. And Insomnia looking for it all to do here. Manages to get taken out by Cronenberg, and that will be round 5 on the board. 2 to the CT and 3 to the T side.
Obviously, you do see the CT comeback now. They are starting to learn how to play the game, I would assume. We have a good teamwork going from Cronenberg and the second mid player, who are now re-peeking each other. So obviously when the first player gets spotted, the second player is able to just move in and take out any unexpected enemies. We do see Bot Weasley on the FAMAS. Obviously the FAMAS is the easier rifle to learn. He's got a better spray pattern, much easier to use, but obviously he's got reduced damage.
Much cheaper as well.
And it is much cheaper. So
it is the economy rifle essentially for the CTs, bar the essentially like the Galil for the T side. But Liam managing to take out Atlas there with the bomb on short. This is very good info for the CTs, but they're just trying to get those frags on A there, just wanting to get some kills on the board. And Cronenberg with that kill into Palace, but Weasley pushing up ramp here, manages to get 1 just about. Yes, 1 left on 4 HP, and he's just backing off. He doesn't want to give the fight, but
maybe
getting a bit greedy here and goes down to Insomnia. But Gingernaut closing out the round there. Very easy round from the CTs there. Very well played, but Bot Weasley there with that push. Bit too aggressive in my opinion, but I'm not too sure what you think about that.
It was very aggressive. He almost got this. If he just looked to the right, he would have gotten the second player on the reload as well. It was a bit unlucky that I decided to step back in at the wrong time. Obviously, the T player was switching to his pistol. Should he peeked a second earlier, I'm pretty sure he would have gotten the frag himself. But obviously, the money isn't that much of an issue. We do have 2 scouts and up and an AK on the CT side with a P90. You'll love to see a good P90 rush with 2 Glocks on the T side for some reason. Atlas V on 16k. He could have bought 3 weapons for his teammates, but we do have a Krieg, an AK, and a UMP instead, with some utility that might not help.
And that was a nice shot from Cronenberg, getting Atlas whilst he was falling down from upper B apps. But I have just realised, Eric, that there are 3 players on the CT without armour and 4 on the T side without armour. So maybe we'll have to be giving those tips later with Relic walking around, but we will have a look. And T's will take the bomb down either way, managing to get it to a 45-second timer.
Yeah, throughout the week we have seen players not knowing that you should buy armor. Obviously they are new players. Maybe that when they see the utility tab, they're like, well, it's not going to give me a weapon, I can't kill them with it, maybe I should invest. Obviously in Counter-Strike it's a very important mechanic, because without Kevlar and without Kevlar helmet, one shot to the body will completely throw your aim out. So, well, if you get shot once, that's your chances of survival gone to nil.
Manages to get a burst shot with the Glock onto the player short from Van.
Drops down and
it just
it gets taken down by Insomnia. Nice headshot of a P90 though.
Definitely, I feel like some of these kills getting very lucky there.
Cronenberg says he's DMG, but well, looking at the scoreboard, 10-1-3 could be plausible. Army Josh, however, on 13-3-5, and Tyler RE on -1.
Yeah, as you can see here, as Eric's just shown you on the scoreboard, you can tell some players are definitely newer than others, and we do have some experienced players here tuning in to have a game against the Army, which we will be going straight back to after they have finished their lunch break, which will be after this next swap.
Cronenberg does get the option on Josh, so well, he's flexing his skill, obviously, up or middle. Probably not the thing that you'd want to pick with an AK unless you're feeling very confident. Cronenberg gets the second one. Tyler Ari obviously coming back to life, not for long, taken out by the AWP on the middle. Nice smoke coming out from Fresh, but well, it smokes nothing really. The bomb is still exposed, and the CT players are going to push in nice and quick. Jujinat gets the spray down on one, almost takes out his own teammate, but does get the headshot on Atlas V, and that will be 4-4 on the scoreboard.
Somehow there, Liam Murray managed to steal that first kill, and Gingernut spraying through his friend manages to get the headshot, so don't know how that happened there, Eric, but
I think it's the lack of Kevlar. Obviously, when you don't have Kevlar, you start to flick.
Yeah.
And when you flick, obviously your hitbox does move away.
and the spray will transfer quite rapidly like that.
Auto sniper from Popping Fresh and the Negev from Alpha. Two very precise weapons. Obviously, the Negev does take a while, but after you start shooting, it is a laser pointer. There is no escape once you're in the line of fire. The auto sniper can be seen as a low skill, weapon because it's so easy to use. But in the right hands, you don't have to keep spraying it. It is a one-shot headshot, obviously, but with the two-shot ability to the body, a good position will keep the T's safe.
And Alpha getting shot in the back there by Josh, not quite realising that someone was underpassing. Josh again manages to get Bolt Weasley as he was having his back turned, so it's now a 3v2.
The Cold Zero play does get one. Has to switch to his USP. No, he's not quite sure which weapon to use. He's just unsure what to kill him with. They'll go for the knife, get the auto sniper down, and so is the bomb. It's a 2-on-1 on the CT side. Josh, with the AUG, does get one kill. He's obviously the best player on the T side. However, he's facing Cronenberg with the AWP. It is an AWP versus AUG. The AWP obviously does have the power, but, well, the AUG has the mobility.
Definitely, and
the AWP does get the one shot, however, obviously. The AWP is the most powerful rifle in the game. One shot with it, no matter what Kevlar you have, is an instant kill, unless you get a leg shot.
I think seeing those two battle it out, it should be fun seeing them battle out for the rest of this matchup. We have got 5 more rounds after this one, or including this one. I'm not too sure actually.
It will be with this one.
With this one, yeah, definitely with this one. So we're going to see the Gingernut buy an M4 and Alpha again with the Negev, and T's are just trying to take B control here, and Josh missing that important shot on Bot Weasley, but does indeed get him with the second one, and it does look like mid control is in the way of the terrorists. B apps being contested.
However, one CT on the B site with 3 terrorists pushing it. Should they take it at one CT, the B site's theirs.
Definitely, and we are seeing that the CT players have realised now that they do need to rotate. They're going straight through con, but it doesn't matter anyway because we do have the 2 T players just holding it. They don't need to
Naded down, however. Popping Fresh does get up to 33 HP and summons Atlas V. They do get frags, however. It is now a 1-on-5. I'm not quite sure how that happened. The round was just so quick.
Definitely, I think I think the T's knew exactly where to play there. They knew that they had that mid control. They didn't need to move anywhere. They could just let the CTs try and rotate through, and another player could hold the market push into B, which is just directly to the left of Bot Weasley here. So if we have a look at Alpha's perspective, dash through those doors is market that leads straight into B.
A weird play from Army Josh. He did drop an AWP for an M4 and then bought an AK. So not quite sure where that M4 actually went. I would assume it's still on the floor waiting for Atlas V to pick it up, but we'll just have to see. Maybe just didn't want to up anymore, and well, that's going to cost him a life.
Cronenberg getting taken out in the... Cronenberg taking out Josh, sorry, at the beginning there, and it looks like Liam Murray going to do a little bit of team damage there, but Bob Weasley spots the player jumping across, but doesn't realise that Poppin' Fresh is actually waiting for him to peek.
Or not. Well, Poppin' Fresh does seem to back off a little bit. Tyler Ari trying to re-peek. He does have an op. He does get the headshot on Bot Weasley. Can he get another frag? We do see Poppin' Fresh try to peek, but he gets taken out by Cronenberg. Obviously, the very competent player. He knows what to do. He is the perfect distraction to get the headshot. Cronenberg gets the second one, and the distraction has seemed to be worked.
Definitely, and we've only got Atlas and Insomnia left on the T side, and they seem to be working their way through CT, whereas Atlas just taking it nice and slow onto short there. Spots out one player possibly, but let's have a look what Alpha's going to be doing, and he does indeed, Atlas does indeed run back to B. Sound Q onto Gingerlet though, so this could be an interesting wait around for a free kill.
The bomb is still mid, however, so I'm not quite sure why Atlas is running around B side. He does seem to get some of the CTs to rotate towards him, so obviously I'm not quite sure if anyone is left on A. And Insomnia and Atlas capitalize on that. They do pick up the bomb from mid, as all CTs have rotated on the sound queue. They will realise their mistake now, as well, there is no one there. Cronenberg and Gingerlet are trying to go back to, obviously, go to A side. Atlas V does get taken out by Cronenberg, and that's bomb spotted, hopefully.
Definitely, and time run out for the T's, but Insomnia taken out after the round time. That means no money gained from that round, so Insomnia doesn't really need it though. 8,300. It's quite a large amount to have in your bank for this game.
He has seemed to purchase an up and a Kevlar without the helmet, which he could afford, but obviously, well, some of the CTs do have it. One of the CTs has an AK, so it wouldn't matter anyway. The rest of the weapons.
Being the one-hit headshot kind of changes the meta here. Don't need to buy Kevlar armor if the enemy team aren't going to be able to hit, are going to be able to hit a one-hit headshot anyway with armor. So, but we are going to see Cronenberg push through T-spawn. Misses a few shots there on a standard. Standing still, Tyler Ree, but Gingerlet with the first, with the second, and backs away there, Eric. Lovely spray transfer.
I do think it's obviously Josh giving his own position away in the old chat. Well, not a thing you want to do, because chances are the CTs will check that immediately. And Bot Weasley taking out Poppin' Fresh. It looks to me like another round for the CT side.
Definitely, I think Insomnia here is going to have a bit of a hard time 1v5ing, so he's just banging away. He's still got the AWP and the armor, so very valuable here. So he's just going to opt to save and possibly get one or two. Try and gain a bit more money, and maybe even drop one of his teammates a gun next round.
Hopefully, well, the bomb is still dropped somewhere in middle. He does spot one, and well, that's the leg shot coming out. Obviously, the AWP will not do enough damage in the legs. You have to hit the body or the head, and well, that will cost him a life.
Yep. And Cronenberg on 21 kills on the 13th round here. His KDR is looking very good, and same as Josh here. Josh, 18 kills, 9 deaths. Both these players are coming out something very impressive. So we're going to have a look here at Insomnia just with the bomb, and Josh pushing towards the ramp, manages to spot Bot Weasley. Does a little bit of damage there, leaves Bot Weasley on 9 HP, but 9 HP, plenty of HP to 1v1 as long as you've got positioning.
Doable. Obviously, we have seen players with 1 HP even take 1 or 2 kills. With a good position and a good weapon and an element of surprise, you will definitely get the kills. You just have to play it smart and not push into angles that you know the CTs will watch. Cronenberg does get the headshot on Poppin' Fresh, and Insomnia does go down, so it is a 3-on-5 in the favour of the CTs, and they do have the bomb dropped, so all they have to do now is, well, stand on it, really. The two T players do seem to be doing the same strategy again with trying to bait out some of the CT players into apps. well, they know that the bomb is down. They obviously shouldn't rush. Army Josh does get the kill on Murray through the wall.
I think Army Josh here is just going to take it nice and slow. Picks up the AUG, spots one, knows now he might be able to get a free bomb here, and he does indeed know. Tyler with that lovely shot from the Nova.
You see, but Weasley on his 9 HP does take out Atlas in the end. The Croningma does go down to Army Josh, so it is now 9 HP versus 20 and full HP, but no armor on either players. Actually, there's armor on Tyler RE, but 20 HP. It doesn't matter. One shot of any weapon would have killed him, but well, Josh just takes him out anyway.
Definitely, and we can see Bot Weasley just crouched up against that corner there, dead body. Doesn't manage to do anything with his 9 HP, but we are going to see a buy again from both sides. This is one of the last rounds. We have 2 rounds left, and yeah, so we're going to see a UMP come out from Alpha. Doesn't have enough to buy an M4, but you know, I feel like one of his teammates there should have dropped him, as they have all got money and buy armor. But as you said earlier, we are seeing a lot of difference further into this game. They are realising that armor is important. So we see 2 players from the T side who had armor, and
Atlas V still uninterested in opening the buy menu on 16k for so many rounds. That's the maximum amount of money you can have. Cronenberg is just mowing them all down, but Weasley does get the final kill. But Cronenberg is sold 27-1-5, which is, for only half a game, it's a very impressive score. It's almost 30 bombing without going to the second side.
It is insane from Cronenberg and Josh. You know, both of these players, although they're on opposite teams, they're still managing to put in so many frags per round. And Tyler, Tyler and Josh being on the same site most of the times, they are assisting each other. So I do think Tyler is also doing well here, but Josh and Cronenberg really taking it away with the individual frags. And as we said, Cronenberg, first kill.
Yeah, 8-6 is a very good score as well. Obviously, some of the games that have been, well, pretty much 50 now. Bomb plan is denied from Atlas V, who again has not bought anything. Maybe that Kevlar helmet would have stopped the one shot from a USP and able, to retreat, but the CTs do capitalize on it. It is now a 3-on-5.
And it looks like this is going to be the final round, and we will be swapping casters in about 1 minute when this game has finished. So at the end of this round, we will be swapping some more gamers in, seeing if they can do just as well, and I will be swapping out for Callum Overwatch, and you will be enjoying this cast with Callum, I believe.
I do believe so, unless obviously I am able to take my own lunch. Well, we'll see. Hopefully I'll stick with you, and you'll have fun with Callum.
Definitely. So we're going to swap out here, and Tyler Ree just trying to go and get the bomb within time now. Knows this is going to be the last round, so he is just trying to push through Biaps. 25 seconds on the clock, and let's have a look at his perspective as he enters the site here. Checks out Van, doesn't quite see anything, but goes towards bench, misses his first shot. That was crucial. Managed to hit the second one though, and the other CT rotating in.
Well, 10 seconds is good enough to plant the bomb. However, the CT should be able to see him immediately, and well, after a long spray does seem to get the kill, and that will be the game. 9-6 to the CT side. Very strong combat. Obviously, we're losing 3 rounds in a row with their economy being shattered from the get-go. However, we did see Cronenberg getting 31 kills in the first half. Very impressive, I must say. It is just amazing. Obviously, with the other players, rushing into him, 1-0-13, 2-0-8, it would be expected. However, it's still impressive.
Definitely. And I do believe you're going to be joining with Callum whilst I get things set up for the next interviews we will be having on EFL.gg. So stick around. Arik, take it away.
I will take it away gladly. Now, we will have Callum joining us in just a second. In fact, here he is, looking fresh and smart as usual. Hello, Callum.
Hi there. Hello.
Right, we will obviously wait for the server to reset. I'm pretty sure we are going into the game now. No buys coming from either side, actually. I'm not sure. Actually, no, Bot Weasley does pick up a Zeus and a Diffuse kit, which is kind of a weird buy. You would expect just a Zeus. We do have dualies from Insomnia, however. Taking it slow straight away. No one seems to be moving that much. we do have 2 T players and 2 CTs taking into position, and the remaining players just kind of sat there not doing anything.
I do feel like they are waiting for the game to start, making sure everyone's ready to play. But it will be interesting to see how each round is played actually.
Yeah, obviously the last game was fairly chaotic. We did see the CT side losing 3 rounds in a row and then getting into a comeback, winning the game 8-6, which was quite impressive. Army Josh gets the headshot on to Weasley, and Cronenberg retaliates, killing Insomnia. Josh going on a killing spree. Cronenberg taking him out. Obviously, last game there were the 2 players who were the best on the team, going 31 and 28 frags respectively. The CTs still unwilling to move. We have 1T currently moving about, planting the bomb. Will that get them the default win? One of the CTs is moving to B site, but that's just the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, it doesn't. From what's going on, I don't think the match has started, but maybe it has. But
I'm pretty sure there might be some issues. Poppin' Fresh does seem to be moving around in spawn, but just his mouse at the moment. Alpha is about to peek 2 AFK T players. What's going to happen here, I suppose? I guess 1 headshot. Guess the second headshot. However, the bomb is still planted and about to go off. He does not have the kit, which has dropped someone on the map. And at this point, I wouldn't even actually save. There is no point.
No.
And well, with that random bomb plan, the T's do get the upper hand, going 1-0. Now, Atlas V does save the USPS, which is a better pistol. It has a longer range and does more damage. Does pick up an AK, as does 2 of his teammates, who have a Deagle from Insomnia and full utility from Josh.
Well, where we're looking at the T side, they've got 3 rifles, a Deagle, and then saved the pistol but bought armor for Tyler. That's a weird call, but for CTs, they're on 3 people saving 2 rifles, but now gone down to 1, but no armor on those rifles.
You see the 2 rifles coming into play. Obviously, it's easy to kill an armorless player with a rifle, but it doesn't give you as much bonus as a SMG would do, or even a pistol.
No, so yeah, if you know they're going to save, the best play is probably to buy the SMG, because you get like the Mac 10, the MP9, they get you 900 bonus, whereas if you're using an assault rifle, it's normally just about 300 per kill. So theoretically, you know they're not going to buy armor, you know they're not going to have the advantage in any way. They can't buy utility, anything. You'd normally buy the SMG, so you get the extra bank, the extra economy, which can really help you then going into further rounds.
Obviously, the players being new, they might understand that a rifle would secure them the kill, because obviously it's more powerful, it does more damage per click. Maybe they, just don't understand the economy. Obviously, at the moment, the CTs are on the 3rd maximum loss bonus, so if they lose this round, they're going to have the full loss bonus, which will get them the good economy. Alpha getting a wall bang.
So, Josh now, he's got the AK, bomb, he's got the bomb, we've got 3 people on A site, 1 doing the flank. That's a nice shot with the Deagle from Insomnia. Walt Weasley though, sitting behind, he was ready with that shotgun, but somehow does not pick up the kill with the shotgun. Atlas now looking for the final kill, sees him in CT, bomb's been planted for the extra cash. Feel like it's not going to be needed, the round is finished up there.
Now you do see Atlas with that spray down. Obviously, Counter-Strike is a game where spray control is very much needed. It's unlike COD or any other games where you can obviously just pull it down. There is set spray control for every different weapon, even for some of the pistol.
Indeed. So, yeah, it's a game for skill, because each gun has a different pattern, you've got to learn it, and that's how you become really good at CS. You need to know them off by heart. Looks like we're doing a session restart, I believe, or something's going on, so we're kicking people, and so
not quite sure what's going on. Yeah, we should get a restart from that, although But Weasley, not really sure where he's getting shots from, and, well, Atlas capitalizes on that. It's 0-4 to the T side. Obviously, this is a 10-man gamers versus gamers, random people. The army is currently on their break. Doesn't seem like we're getting a server restart. We do have 2 bots on the CT side with the full T side. And Poppin' Fresh is joining back. at a very wrong time, killing off the bot. And so is Bot Weasley. I'm not sure what is happening here.
I've got no idea. Let's just enjoy the gamers that are in there. They're ready to flex on other gamers with their skill at Counter-Strike. Atlas picks up another 2 kills. We've got Cronenberg here going with the bomb, really. The bomb is on side. They should be planting that, really, instead of pushing. But he wants the kills, so he's going to push. We've got the AWP in play, which shouldn't be a problem. Easy peasy for them to pick up the kills. No one's going to test him. Atlas and Insomnia picking up the final kills now. 5-0 to T-side.
Obviously the CTs are at the maximum last bonus, and Cronenberg decided that he doesn't need money, or in fact a life. We do have the M249 coming from Bot Weasley. Obviously is the most expensive weapon in the game, and one of the worst.
It's expensive, it's also really bad, but
it's a fun weapon.
He wants to flex.
It's definitely a fun weapon. When you see one of these get a kill, you have to think, wow, how bad are the enemy? Poppin' Fresh does get a FAMAS kill, however, so maybe that buy didn't quite work out for them. Well, Liam doesn't think that the M249 should be in play, taking it out, and Alpha picks it up instead.
Yeah, so we'll see if Alpha can do anything with it. I don't believe so. Atlas, though, with the AWP, knows where he is, tags him once through the wall. Will he go with the pistol push? Probably not the wisest idea, as he's on 37 HP.
Well, Gamers Alpha does seem to have his very big pistol out and trying to get the kills, but they are getting flanked by 2 CTs, not being able to respond to that. Popping Fresh, popping both of the kills, actually. Atlas V will spot them out now. It's a 1-on-2. He does get 1 kill, misses the second shot, gets the third one. Now the last player is short, and that's an up. The up, obviously, positional advantage and the first peak.
Yeah, I feel like could have probably known they were coming from around that direction. Could have hid behind bench. But right, we're looking inside. CT running their 2 AWPs, which is quite a standard CT setup. T-side running the 1, but then they've got one person with the bomb, with a pistol and only armor, while T-side have no other people with armor, which is a odd call, whereas you look at CT, they're all there with their armor and their rifles. I feel like this round definitely favors the CT.
Obviously, if the CT do lose, they have just reset their own loss bonus down by 1. And some of the players are quite low on money. Doesn't matter, however, because Cronenberg and Popper Fresh picking up 2 kills almost immediately after another. Ginger Nut will peek in, and Popping Fresh kills Insomnia up into Palace. He's going to take the better position, push in to meet the 2 players. He does kill one and tag the other one through the wall. And now 2 players closing in, and Cronenberg able to get the final kill. 2-on-5.
So even though the CT side, they reset their loss bonus, they had the weaponry, they went for it. If they'd lost that round, they would have had to do what you would have wanted them to do a complete save, but winning the round means that they've got bank, they're ready, they are now running 3 AWPs, which kind of ambitious, but you love to see it. Whereas if you're looking at T-sides, 2 UMPs, 3 AKs, only 1 person with armor.
No head armor as well. However, there is some utility coming out from the T side. But the CTs have been enjoying full utility since the last round. They seem to want to buy it. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they have finally found the equipment tab. Ginger Nut does get the Deagle kill, despite having a UMP, so it is slightly less of a bonus for him. Popping Fresh does kill Liam, and again, it's a 3-on-5. It's 3 AKs, however, they do have some advantage. Cronenberg shutting out Atlas, and Popping Fresh picking up Weasley. It is now a 1-on-5, and nowhere to go.
No, this is definitely CT sided now. The economy is picks up 2 actually, which is really good. That's 1 AWP dropped and 1 AUG, if I believe. But in the way that it's going, they've got the money, they've got the bank, they got the kills, they have plenty of money. 16k, 10k, 14k. If they lose a round at this point, they will also be able to rebuy.
What's interesting to see is that Liam is on 16k and minus 2 kills, and he's only just bought something, that being a MP7, which is surprising since he has the maximum amount of money you can get.
Insomnia there as well. He's on 14 grand and only buying UMPs.
And he's going to get punished by the op.
Yeah, he should not be. You know they've got AWPs, you know they've got at least 3, and they've got another one now. They're running 4 AWPs and a UMP. Very ballsy setup.
It would definitely be fun to see a 5 AWP setup, because obviously if you miss an AWP shot, there is a slight delay between your shots, so if you have 2 or 3 players pushing at the same time, you might, well, lose out. And, well, it's another round for CTs. I'm pretty sure they've got the hang of the game now.
Yeah, it might be hard, but they can also just play the distance. If they're TKing now, it won't hurt
They've got the money for it.
Yeah, the economy is fine. They're living the high life. Whereas T-side, they do have the money, but only on 2 of their players, really. Bot Weasley's kind of got a lot of money as well, but...
We do have the 5-up setup coming out, however. It will be interesting to see where they play it. We do seem to have 2 players going A, 1 middle and 2 B, so the standard setup for Mirage, actually, will probably be very difficult for them, however, because if the T's do a coordinated rush into a site, well, that's a 5-on-2 with 2 ops not being able to kill all of them at the same time unless they line up.
Well, that's what you'd like to see. You want to watch them play the angles, play it distance. You don't want to let them get close, because then that gives them the advantage.
Alpha with the Glock, however, he's trying to get some kills. The Deagle coming out, he's trying to knife him, which is probably not the best idea. However, it does, well, increase the fan a bit.
Well, you saw it right there. He had the ult, he missed the shot. At that point, he had to switch to his rifle. If Alpha had a better weapon at that point, like a better pistol, an upgraded pistol, or even an SMG, he would have easily won that fight and then given at least a little bit of hurt to the economy of CT.
Well, here comes Insomnia actually with the CZ. Nice kill coming out of the weapon. It doesn't have that much ammo in it, so you do have to conserve it a little bit. And Liam, with this M7, not seeming to do much. Insomnia with the 2nd kill. Can he get the 3rd? He will get punished by the lack of armor, however, with obviously the kick from the rounds. Insomnia does go down, and so does Liam after getting another kill. So actually they do get 3 players down, keeping only 2 orbs.
So, yeah, Tyler right now is heavily getting carried. 0 kills, 2 assists. He's consistently, he's got the AWP, he's going to try, but the big MVPs at the moment, I believe, are going to be Cronenberg, Poppin, and Washed Up. They're
Atlas V obviously on the other side with 12, 2 and 5, which is fairly respectable, especially that the scores are quite tied and his team is doing, well, 0 and -1.
Now it's very respectable. He's got the entry frag. He knows the other ones there. That's 2 kills now.
But Weasley with a nice Molotov on himself. You know, he doesn't want to peek mid, and he shows it very clear.
Atlas, if he wins this duel, that'll be 3. That's 3 frags. He's gone down, but he did entry with 2. It should have been an easy if they were grouped up ready.
Well, Bot Weasley still in T spawn, trying to see of any people pushing into their own spawn. Liam with the M249 again. He does seem to like his M249s. Alpha not willing to push an angle. He does pick up the AK, which is a better weapon, obviously, if you know how to use it with a one-shot headshot ability.
Yep.
Liam and Bot Weasley slowly taking the push.
As we're looking at it, the AWP setup is now getting punished. Now they're buying rifles and stuff. You know that you can see it as they are closing the distance. They know the thing. They know what to do.
Bot Weasley and Liam still on the A side. It's a 2-on-2. If they push the site and plant the bomb, that would be good. But Tyler RE with the dual op shot does get both the kills.
I agree. The AWPs are definitely. Cronenberg is doing it very, very well as Washed Up. Them 2 together, it's seeming as a very nice, very clean AWP duo.
We do have a weird buy coming from the T side. We have an AWP and a P92, very contradictive weapons with a Creep coming out. 2 AWPs actually on the T side, Krieg and the P90 with nothing on Gamers Alpha despite having $8,000. We do seem to have only 3 AWPs this time on the CT side, however, with 2 rifles playing it safe.
I feel like they've learned that maybe the 5 AWPs is not the way to play this map, not the way to go.
Very good nade from Insomnia, however.
T-side, they're running 2 AWPs on their own. It'd be like to see if they can contest some of the AWPs. So you got Poppin.
We do see Poppin, however, does pop off with his M4. Pretty good investment. Switches from the AWP and plays aggressive. Still doesn't go down. Meanwhile, Insomnia does get the pick onto Ginger Nut. And the B side is clear. Popping, however, still pushing in to no retaliation. Alpha is going to do nothing to him. That's 4 frags. Cronenberg, that's 3 frags. So Cronenberg does finish it off.
For the first time, I think this game, Insomnia actually bought armor, so he's finally understanding.
We
But
do
then
have
again,
Alpha immediately on the armor and the up again. 3 AKs and an automatic shotgun. Still only 1 Kevlar helmet and 1 Kevlar on the T side, despite them having so much money. We do see 3 ups, 1 deagle in the M4, however. Obviously, Ginger Nut didn't do enough damage last round. Only $250 in the bank.
Yeah.
Popping fresh, still trying to push at the same angle. Capitalize them immediately. He always pushes the same
So
angle.
if we look, we've got 1 T side with the AK. Not with the AK, with the XM. He's going to be playing nice and close. This is what you want to do with the XM.
Yeah, you want to hold
make
passive,
sure,
obviously.
You want to make sure you can catch them at very close range. I don't think there is a better weapon for that, though, is there, in the game?
I don't think so.
If he catches any of the AWP players in a very close range, then I feel like he will be more
washed up, picking up 2.
Then again,
well, Atlas going down to the ops. It's interesting to see that the XM is positioned on the ramp and not in upper, where Popping is always pushing.
Yeah, they have every round. Popping's been pushing that upper, or at least someone has. If you know he's going to do that, the XM should have probably been placed there, because very tight, very, very small, compact, narrow corridors. Shotgun, that's what they're made to do.
Yeah, we do have a Nova coming out from Insomnia this time with 2 AKs at Deagle and an AWP. Washed up streamer being AFK in spawn, 3 AWPs still on the CT side. Cronenberg feeling very confident with his USP and nothing else.
I'm ready to see Cronenberg try with the USP.
He's AFK.
I think it's explained now. The AWP again, Popping and washed up yet again. Those 2 players we keep mentioning, picking up the kills with the AWP, playing it very aggressively with them. But if you've got the skill and you know what the enemy can't deal with it, why not?
You see Popping Crush picking up lower this time. He probably predicted that someone would have gone upper, but the AWP does pick up both of the pushing players. Ginger now does kill Insomnia. Now he's going to try to rotate to B. He's going to be caught off. No, he's not. He's going to be behind him. Will he realize that he's being chased down by a player right behind him? He will try to throw a smoke or a flash. Actually, does get flashed, but he flashes himself as well. Alpha capitalizing on it with his AWP shot. However, he's in a 1-on-2 AWP versus a AWP and an AFK player. It will be interesting to see, because they're not pushing each other.
Alpha, no.
They're playing very passive.
He's same with the Deagle out, which is...
Ginger not being able to jump out. Alpha will get no-scoped and then deagled.
That was quite nice from Ginger. Very, very... He knew as soon as he got the hit with even if it was a leg, he knew what he had to do. He had to get
played it really well.
He had to get the pistol out, finish it off. Alpha, you got to give props to him.
He did pick up so many kills. Atlas and Alpha obviously on 14 and 11.
But yet again, yes, he might have picked up 3 kills.
Yeah, they're still not matching 15 and 14 obviously on the CT side.
Going into this round, 9-5. Alpha's gone up again, but no armor, so a bit of a more disadvantage.
We do see the 2 rifles pushing A immediately, but where's he picking up mid? Killing washed up streamer obviously on 15 HP, so he has been legged. Atlas does go down to the AWP, plant it into connector. Will Cronenberg be able to what was it? Yes, he will. 2 versus 4. Pogging actually will push all the way through. He knows that the players are not A. Bomb is in under. Cronenberg does spot him with a nice headshot. Goes down to 9 HP, however. So Insomnia, if he gets the pick, well, he will get the kill. I don't know if team damage going on, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Tyler RE not willing to play anymore. He just wants the kill. Insomnia stack into window, but none of the players are watching the bomb.
They're all together. He knows where bomb is, which is quite weird, but I feel like CT will watch the bomb a bit more. They're about to find action. Picks up 1 kill. Can he pick up another?
No, lovely no scope, however, as you said.
That was 4 kills for Cronenberg.
That is quite nice.
You can't go wrong with that. Cronin and Popping now. Both they're matching 15 kills, while Washup's 1 behind on 14.
We do see Tyler Ari on 227 and Ginger on 9210. Obviously, I would assume their roles are mostly supportive. Tyler Ari with the rifle and the utility. Obviously, he does like to push every angle he can. He's a bit late now, so hopefully he would not push that again. But Tyler Ari, he is getting into position. Pogging does get the kill on Atlas. Lovely headshot with the AK. Pogging gets another one. What is he up to?
He's on 19 HP.
He does see the headshot on his own teammate. He was tempted. He had the lineup ready.
Saw it.
Cronenberg mollies the ramp push, but does not check to the right. Tana Ari, however, does get the late peek, which is quite surprising since you would have thought that the T side would have had the Palace covered.
Alright, Tyler's now going to try revenge with the return frag. Bob Weasley picking up the kill, but not checking behind.
Alpha does, however,
Alpha's
gets the
there.
P9 to kill. He will get the second. He will get the second. Will he get the last final kill? Yes, he will,
Alpha,
with a Glock.
Alpha picking up 4, Bob Weasley with 1. Covering each other's backs, they played it very well. They knew that if they let them come in close, the AWPs would be at a huge disadvantage. That's what they played to, and they got the final kill.
Yep,
the kills,
and that
got
will
the round.
be the round for the game. We'll have a swap over, so we have more gamers versus gamers, I believe.
I believe we're on the final round, and then we're going into the swap.
I actually believe that. This is the final round. So we do have 2 Ops UMP and 2 AKs from the T side, but Bot Wizzy goes down immediately, Poggin fresh. Obviously,
very aggro player, getting right in the.
He is so aggressive on the CT side. You wouldn't really expect entries on the CT, but Poggin just loving it at the moment.
It reminds me of a player that I played with before. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't. It might be Atlas V. I'm not sure. It might be someone else's account.
But
you never know.
Anyway,
I don't know who that player is.
If he's got the gun skill and you know what you're playing against, he can very easily get
Poggin
the
does
kill.
spot Alpha. He will money, but he does not spot the player on his left.
Insomnia, but he does throw a nice nades into Alpha. Nice.
He does die to a Molotov. It is a 1-on-1. Insomnia over the UMP going against the AWP. I don't think that will work out in the AWP's, in the UMP's favour unless he gets a nice spray down.
Well,
Insomnia does have 2 kills.
To be fair, the bomb is in a tight location. If Cronenberg
does go for a try.
Lucci does it, puts him at a huge disadvantage.
And he loses.
Well, Insomnia with a reliable UMP, reliable buy, picks up the final round. So I believe now we'll be going into a switch of players, get some more gamers in here to play. Or not, maybe we'll have one more.
I think we have one more. Either that, we just have not reset the server yet. But Weasley does pick up the M249 with 2 Ops and a UMP and nothing but an open up rifle on the CT side and some utility. But, well, none of the CT players do seem to be moving. Someone does seem to. Tyler Ari is buying a Zeus and some. Well, I know what the Zeus was for now. He just wanted the AWP. Insomnia is popping off a little bit. Poggin does get 2, does get 3. Well, AFK players in T-spawn.
Yeah, this is the switch. I imagine there'll be a server restart coming in no time. Reset the economies, get some different players, and we'll see how they play compared to it.
Obviously, some of these players are still new. This is still gamers versus gamers. They might have some experience. We have seen some DMG players who, well, at least they claim to be DMG. Obviously, you never know. Some people can be global in Silver 1. Some people can be DMG in global.
It's how you see it, you know. All aspects, all different gaming levels. It's just fun to see, nice to see. Just good to see everyone having fun.
Yeah, we still seem to have AFK players, so I'll assume we do have a switch, just not a server reset yet. So we're still waiting on to that. What do you think of the event so far in the meantime?
The event's been great. Everyone we've talked to has been great. Some of the interviews we've seen, really good to see. What's your favourite part of Insomnia been?
That's a really trick question, actually, because there's been so many different things. We have obviously the army stand, we have shops such as Overclockers, well, mainly here to sell their own stuff. We do have cosplay as well, so people who dedicate their time and lives into recreating different players and, you know, different characters. I think the most important aspect to me is the community. How all the different people from all the different aspects of, you know, esports, gaming, you know, that kind of stuff, they come together for one big event for 4 days.
I can agree with you with that one.
And we just got confirmation from our team that Callum's favourite part of Insomnia is losing at FIFA. How did you feel this morning? Go on.
I felt it was a huge disadvantage. I can see him laughing over there. This is not. I'm not a FIFA player.
I've been spectating the game, and what I'll describe it as railed for the first The first game, railed. The second
one
game,
was a lot
closer.
It was extra time.
Extra time, let's go. Hello. So we just got a confirmation that we're going to go into a very short break to set up for an interview later on.
Alright, I guess we'll be back in a minute.
It's round 23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. Interest. I already know what's going to happen. W7M, why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god! Mirror running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. Oh my lord. Mirror! My god, a 4K. What is that? What is happening right there?
You're too slow.
Shots outside. He's good in his positions. And look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff in the back of the B bomb site. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MPK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
YJ getting taken down. Sorry, YJ. Raffia. Oh my god. Watching this guy op is insane. Let's see him pick up another one. Rafa with 3. He says bye-bye to Isurus.
Bye-bye.
My damn.
Backs off after nailing 1, and it shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a 3rd map here.
Nailing 1. Shots through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Charging him down, MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Andrew! The Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
Bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avantgarde with opportunities to close his series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted.
Hello.
Once again, our lovely friend, she's been here every day. How is it going?
Hi. It's exhausting.
Exhausting, why is that?
It's just 4 days, isn't it? A lot of conventions run 2, some of the bigger ones run 3, but very few run 4.
Yeah, 4 is lengthy. Now, we've asked you quite a few questions. We've got to know you quite a bit. I was thinking about it. I think one question I haven't asked you is what got you into cosplaying?
So my dad used to run a comic book shop when I was growing up. It was called The Daily Planet back in Brisbane. So I grew up on X-Men comics, and I loved Rogue. I loved Rogue so much. I wanted to be her so much growing up. And I was quite nerdy, so when I was old enough, I heard about conventions starting to happen in Australia. I thought I'd go along. These are my people. And then I started seeing people in costume, and I was like, wow, that's a thing. And they kind of explained to me, you know, we've made this or we've bought this. And I realized I could just do that. So I started buying some costumes off of eBay because I didn't know how to sew at that point. Then you just start altering them because I'm very tall, so things would often come weirdly shaped. And then eventually I had to learn how to sew because the things I wanted to be weren't available. It actually took me like 6 years to cosplay Rogue because she was such a big deal for me.
And you wanted to like make it perfect, probably.
Yeah, like I wanted it to be right. And even to this day, I still get like a little bit nervous to cosplay her because it's never going to be the standard that in my mind it should be.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes an artist's worst enemy is their own mind because they want to get it absolutely perfect. Now, how many times have you cosplayed Rogue? Have you only done it once? Is it like a pretty sacred thing for you?
Oh, I've worn her maybe 4 times. One of the things that puts me off wearing her is that it's a very tight bodysuit and it's very high heels. Because, of course, she's a mutant. She's super strong. She can fly. Heels don't matter to her, but they...
Well, and what else does her costume consist of? Is it just a bodysuit?
So I do a version from the 90s where she wears Gambit's coat, so you know that long brown coat?
Yes.
Yeah, so I made the long brown coat. There's the bodysuit, there's a couple of belts, gloves, boots, but it's pretty basic.
What cosplay outfit have you been most proud of?
Construction-wise, I'm most proud of my Yennefer.
Your what? Sorry.
My Yennefer, what I wore yesterday.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I don't want to pick favorites, but that one I think might have been my favorite.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like this one too. This one has some brown, gray. It's kind of a dark color scheme. Why don't you tell anybody at home that might not know who you are a little bit about your costume, a little bit about it?
Yeah, no one will probably know this one. This was from a TV show back in the early 2000s called Legend of the Seeker. A bit like Lord of the Rings meets Xena Warrior Princess. It was based off a series of books. It only got about 2 seasons, but in Australia we had very few channels, so it was one of the few fantasy shows that actually showed. So it was very near and dear to my heart for a long time. So this is her season 2 outfit. Her name's Kaylin Amell. She is the Mother Confessor. Whenever you're near her, you cannot lie. And her single touch turns anyone into a slave for life. So when she's getting attacked, she'll like turn comrades on each other to kill each other and stuff like that. So
she's very dominant.
Yeah. I see what you did. I see what you did there. Yeah. No. So they're considered in the mythology of the show to be kind of the top of the legal system, because if someone brings a case before them, they can't lie in their presence. So they often were adjudicated. They were hunted into near extinction. My character is the last of her kind.
Oh, so what's her kind?
They're called the Confessors. So they're
which is what you just said. Okay.
She's the Mother Confessor, so that's like the top. But they're only born women, and they grow up with their powers really early, so they might accidentally confess their own father. They might confess any kid they come across. So there's like a dark emotional toll to their powers that they have.
And now, when you're a slave, does that just mean any order that's given you follow?
Yeah. So these people become obsessed with that person. They consider themselves fully in love. They'll do anything asked, die for you, pretend to go undercover for you, as long as they can please you. That's all they want to do. And generally enough, in the series, most of these people die. They get freed themselves if the person who confessed them dies, and then they often are quite upset by what's been done to them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, waking up from that. Now, I want to quickly point out, because I thought this was really cool, she made a little crane. She had a couple. I don't know if this was custom made for me. Maybe she was hiding it. Maybe she just had a spare. Who knows? But she did indeed make this beautiful crane. How long have you known origami for? This is pretty quality.
Thank you. Oh gosh, I've probably known this since I was in year 5.
And how old is that? Because I'm from America. I don't know what my year 5 means. So like grade 5, pretty much.
Yeah,
like 10, 11.
Yeah, 10 and 11.
Wow. And so how long does this take to make?
For a crane, maybe about 5 minutes.
That's insane. I can barely make a paper airplane. I'm so bad with my like fine motor skills, stuff like this. I cannot make clean folds. I can't do any of that. But I mean, clearly you're making costumes. You know how to do this.
I mean, this is just practice. I've been making these so long, and there was different points during my life where I thought I'd challenge myself. So I can now make them with my eyes closed. I can make them with one.
You can make one with your eyes closed.
I can make them down to like this size, like for size of a 5p.
What's the coolest thing you can make with origami then? What's like the most complex, kind of the challenging?
The most complex is I make a really intricate little love heart.
Is that the one you gave him? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Callum got a beautiful little love heart. It's awesome. It's pretty much this, but like a kind of, it's 3D heart. It's really cool.
Like a little flower petal inside the heart. So that takes a lot of fight. Because I've got these long nails, it actually helps me get in some of the creases and do the work. And then I make like a peace lily, which is quite visually impressive.